KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. It's your boy KO 86, Knockout Boxing 86, KO Boxing 86, whatever you want to call me. I'm live, I'm here, we back. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we drop all of our daily content. Also, join the channel as a member so you can get access to our exclusive content that we drop every single week for our channel members. And last but not least, make sure you donate to the channel. Hit that super chat. It's that $sign button right there where you're leaving a comment right now as you come in the building. And you can also donate via the Cash App or the PayPal. Cash App is $sign Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Cash App, you can find, PayPal, you can find me on knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com on PayPal. Let's get the likes up, bro. We got a jam-packed show for y'all. I got a lot of things to cover. Our two main topics today, we're going to talk about Abdullah Mason today, and we're going to be talking about this back and forth that's going on right now between Gervonta Tank Davis, Bill Haney, Devin Haney, and, you know, we made a video on it Saturday. That video went super viral. Appreciate y'all for that. And now we're here to have the live stream to follow up on the video to see if anybody want any smoke on that. Anybody want smoke on that? Anybody got any problem with what I said? Anybody got a disagreement with what I said? That's why the link is in the chat already. We on time in the day. We want whatever people think they want. We really on that when it comes to this boxing talk shit. Whatever you think you want to do, we right here for it. And this is one of the biggest platforms for it. Don't let the subscriber count fool you. Just look at the viewership. Y'all make sure we get the likes up to 100. We got 84 people in here early. We got to get the likes to 100 so we can get the rolling. Let me see who all in the building, bro. Let me see who all in the building, then we're going to get straight to it, man. Shout out to Renard Wells. I see you, brother Huey Q. What up? All things. What's up with you, bro? Mike Moss in the building. Daryl Deloach. What up, Vamp? What's good? Terrell Jackson on the money line. Levon Down Gator. What's happening with you? London Walker. KR's Homestead. KRS Homestead. What up? Anthony Mason. What's good, bro? My brother Thomas Hill in the building. What up? We got Sunny Day in the building. What's happening with you? Kevin King. What up? Kels, aka Pills. What up, bro? Salute to you. We got tired ass Cowboy fan in the building. What up, bro? We got Victor in the building. 200 and 98-year-old OG is in the building. What up? We got my brother D Free in the building. Y'all please go subscribe to my brother D Free's channel over there rocking out. Salute D Free. Don't mess with Texas in the building. Mr. Fist, Cash Crypto, Million Films, Javon 856. Kendra Scott is in the building. What's up? Curtis Robinson, what's good with you? Rastafari, take it easy, bro. What's good? Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey. Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey. What's up, bro? All things. What's happening with you, What's happening with you, homie? Salute to you. Al the Pal, what up? J Main, what's happening with you, bro? Ruben Langford, what up, Ruben? Salute, bro. Nails 8908, what up? Jamar Skywalker, my brother, what's happening with you, bro? Blaze Boxing, Shoo Bang in there, bit. What up? Teach, what's up, man? SBG, Mello, what's happening with you? We got Jado becoming a new channel member. Salute to you, bro. Welcome to the channel. I bet your ass can't make it a year, though. Welcome to your first month of membership. I bet your ass can't make it a year, though. Yeah. Bet you can't make it a year. Yeah. Always bet on black. What up? G Red Boy, what's happening with you? HB, the voice of reason. What's good, fam? Who? LeBron Jones. Who? LeBron Jones. LeBron Jones. What up? Zoomverse, what's happening with you, homie? Y'all go subscribe to Zoomverse, my dog. What's up, boy? Salute to you. Hope all is well with you, fam. Vaughn on it. What up, bro? Vaughn on that. I mean, you gotta say it like the young cat said. Vaughn on that. I'm on that. Gotta say it like the young cat said. Shout out to my brother D Free becoming a new channel member, man. Welcome back, D Free. Hope you enjoy that membership, man. Let's get this money together, bro. Let's get this money with these picks, man. We hit big this weekend, bro. All things, what's happening with you? Salute, bro. Big Dre, what's happening with you? Salute, Big Dre. All right, we got 111 in here, man. We got 111 in here. I need to get the likes to 100 so we can rock out. While I'm waiting to get the likes to 100 so we can rock out, I'm ready to start cooking, though. Dimitri Bivol is going to indeed be defending his title against Callum Smith as a WBO mandatory. Yet another take that aged like fine wine, which is why Premier Boxing Champion Samson Likowitz, David Benavidez's promoter, and his team of PBC, which is why they had to make the move to get David Benavidez up to the cruiserweight division. Keisha, I see you in the building. My brother G Red Boy being a member for 17 straight months. I bet your ass can't make it to 2 years. He say, salute, KO. Salute, bro. Salute. Shout out to my dog Victor, the OG with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. KO, you got me reversing them numbers. Getting younger by the day. 100. Thanks. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I took you from 900 and some years old to 200 and some years old. Y'all give me a second. Baby needs. All right, we back with it. Shout out to my dog Ty. 10-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, KO, strong arming these niggas. Yeah, we strong arming their ass. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. Shout out to Jeep Red Boy, 10-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. Hey, man. Thomas, what's up? I spoke to you earlier, but I see you back. What up? Billy Wright, what's happening with you? Thomas like, oh, shit, KO on time today. Yeah, we on time. Ryan Anderson, what up? Andre, what up? Let's get to it, though. Like I was saying, bro, I told you, David Lynch, be more bully. What's up, bro? Joseph Johnson, what's good? I told y'all about this David Benavidez shit, man. Let's get the likes to 100, moderators. Moderators, let's get a like check going. We running down this first topic, little warm-up topic. So it's been reported, not me, what up? It's been reported, bro, that Dimitri Bivol is indeed going to be taking on Callum Smith. Draper Wright, what up? And I told y'all, bro, that they was trying to play keep away with Dimitri Bivol from David Benavidez, bro. I told y'all this shit. That is why when David Benavidez was trying to make the fight with Callum Smith, they blocked that shit. Callum Smith didn't want a shot at David Benavidez's WBC title, but he ain't got no problem taking a shot at Dimitri Bivol's title in the WBO. Because what Turkey didn't want to have happen, what Riyadh season didn't want to have happen, what Eddie Hearn and Matchroom didn't want to have happen, is what happened in the WBC, where David Benavidez became the WBC interim champion. He became the mandatory for motherfucking Dimitri Bivol's belt. And then the moment he became the mandatory, Bivol pledged his allegiance to Turkey like he pledged allegiance to the flag of the United States of America or some shit. He said, nah, Turkey, I'm good. I'm going to stay with you. Because Turkey basically warned him in public, nigga, remember who buttered your bread. Remember who buttered your bread. Remember who had your back. And he said, no, I'm going to stay with you, Turkey. And he dropped that belt so David can pick it up. Fast forward, David's trying to make the fight with Callum Smith. Callum Smith just can't take the fight. They can't make the motherfucking fight somehow. Then David Benavidez is like, all right, Turkey, what's up? Let's get it cracking. And so he decides, all right, I'll come over to Riyadh season. Then they bait and switch his ass. And all of a sudden, this $1 trillion PIF fund, the dude that's spending hundreds of millions of dollars on boxing with no budget, just couldn't come up with the money that was needed for Callum Smith to take the David Benavidez fight, because they didn't want David to get that WBO interim title because they knew he would have pressed the gas and asked him to order the fight with Dimitri Bivol. Well, now fast forward full circle, you see why Callum Smith did that, because now he's guaranteed a shot at Dimitri Bivol. Turkey gets to keep his things in-house with the fighters that he rock with, and now it's looking like David Benavidez made the absolutely correct choice. The absolute correct freaking choice to say, you know what, Turkey, I'm going to take this Anthony Yarde fight. I'm going to whoop his ass. I'm going to headline your card. But then when I get done, bro, I'm going to announce this motherfucking Zerto fight right up from up under your ass. Because this was the game that Turkey was trying to play. And if I'm David Benavidez, bro, you do not need to, nor do you have to, nor as a fan of yours do I want you to try to cut an extra 25 pounds and try to fight Dimitri Bivol or better beef. If they want to fight you, they can bring their ass to cruiserweight with they one division fighting ass they whole motherfucking careers. Other than that, I want to see David grow into the cruiserweight division and eventually be fighting at heavyweight, bro, as a David Benavidez fan. Fuck what Dimitri Bivol talking about. That's where I'm at with it. HB, the voice of reason, becoming a new channel member. What's up, big dog? I bet your ass can't make it to a year, though. I bet your ass can't make it to a year. You hear me? Yeah, I bet you can't make it a year. We're going to see. William Old School, what's up, bro? All things say we had 92 likes. I see my brother, the writer's block in here. What's up? Salute. J Man, because I got that oil money. That oil money. Hey, because I got that oil money. That oil money. Hey, I don't care about profits. I don't care about loss. Hey, I pay whatever it costs to be the boss. Hey, because I got that oil money. That oil money. Hey, my brother Cam J Network is in the building. What up, Cam? Salute to you. Y'all go subscribe to the homie over there cooking up, doing his thing on a regular basis. Fire-ass content. Got the receipts to back it up. Y'all go check him out, man. My brother out of Ohio. Deluxe Recordings. What's up? I see you, bro. Salute. 96 likes says Chris. That's not enough. We need 4 more people to hit the like button. Why is Chris the wrong color? I don't fucking know. But while I'm waiting on y'all to get the likes up, I'm sure gonna fix it. TY006. What up, bro? I see you, bro. I see you, fam. What's good with you? Right, let me find my brother Chris. There you go. There you go. Welcome to the game. We only 1,000 away from 20K subs. I think we can get there before the end of the year. You hear me? I bet you we can make it there. Shout out to Cassandra in the building, being a member for 29 straight months. I bet your ass can't make it 3 years. She said, salute, KO. Salute to the chat. Salute, Cassandra. 1 star in us. What's happening, bro? What's happening with you, bro? All right, look, link is in the chat, bro, for whoever wants smoke. You brand new Abdullah Mason haters, you know what I mean? You can hit that motherfucking link. You Devin the Haney fanatics, you can hit that link and explain to me how this nigga ain't ducking Tank Davis. Explain to me how this ain't a duck. That's what we about to be talking about today. Shout out to Christopher Chris being with a 2-piece. No biscuit in that super chat. He said, hey, KO, I used to have a wrench, but I made a new account. Well, you got one now. I remember you used to have a wrench. That's why I was like, why is you the wrong color and shit? You know what I mean? I was like, why is you the wrong color? So we had to fix that shit for you, man. You know what I mean? Abdullah Mason, no. Let's talk about him, bro. Let's talk about it, bro. Real talk. Link is going to be in the chat the whole motherfucking show, too. If anybody wants smoke, any boxer, any pundit, any lame ass YouTube channel, anybody from Twitter, all that shit, we open for business, homeboy. Zone 6 Baltimore, what up? We open for business, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Abdullah Mason. I'm noticing that he's getting a lot of backlash for his performance. First, let me say, wake me up when one of your favorite fighters takes on a fighter that's a 6 foot lightweight on short notice. I see all these excuses for Albert Bell about how he didn't have time to prepare. Well, Abdullah didn't have time to prepare either. How he wasn't preparing for Abdullah. Abdullah was preparing for a white dude from the UK that already got knocked out for focaccia bread, knocked his ass out. Not an undefeated veteran that knows him well, that used to spar with him, that has a relationship with him, that's waiting on his opportunity, been hungry for his opportunity this whole time. That's undefeated, 28 wins, no losses, never tasted defeat. He wasn't preparing for that shit, but he took it on short notice. So first off, miss me with the short notice bullshit you cats is talking, man. Shout out to Javon, 5 peeps. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely not a damn thing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you. Marshall Howell, I see you, bro. Mag 7, what up? So that's right off the rip, bro. Stop making excuses for motherfucking Albert Bell. Secondly, bro, I have already stated in my short that I didn't like the motherfucking stoppage. I have stated in my show with KQKC, y'all come check us out every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I've stated on that show that I thought the stoppage was a bad stoppage. And I want to say, as of July 6th, 2026, at 7:49 p.m. Central Standard Time, that's all you hating ass niggas get from me. That's all you hating ass niggas get from me. He was going to stop his ass any fucking way. Yeah, he already had put him down earlier in the round. Albert Bell had the fight beat out of him for like 4 straight rounds. And if if anybody, Abdullah Mason got robbed of putting his ass to sleep. Yeah. Boxing and barbecue, what up? If anything, Abdullah Mason got robbed of putting his ass to sleep. Shout out to David Lynch. Be more bully. 2 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, get those likes up. We gonna get them there. We got 217 people in the building. I need at least 150 likes. Let me have a commercial break for my brother Dean, who hit the link. What's up, Dean?
KO, you my brother. You know that, right?
I'm listening to you.
Man, KO, don't make these motherfuckers make you feel bad, bro. I don't think it was a bad stoppage, bro. Let me tell you why, KO. Just hear me. Not to go against anything you're saying or why you may have felt that way. Just listen to Dean from a different perspective, brother. Because I really respect you. You dig what I'm saying, bro? You my guy.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Talk to me.
KO, he went down in the first 5 seconds of the 12th round.
Facts.
And then he went down in the next 15 seconds after that.
Facts.
That if this would have happened, KO, at the 2-minute mark, 30 seconds left mark, okay. KO, he went down in the first 30 seconds of the round twice. What else is the referee supposed to do? And then we don't know what the referee saw in Albert. I saw it. But I'm going to just say that Dean don't got the eye of an eagle, KO. I don't got the eye of an eagle. Let me take it away. I don't got the eye of an eagle. Didn't that man say he couldn't breathe?
He said he had to breathe out his mouth because he said Abdullah Mason broke his damn nose.
He broke his nose, right?
Yeah, that's what he said, yep.
KO, if he would have went down one more time, they would have stopped it, right?
Yep.
How we know he wasn't going to go down again in the next 15 seconds?
I ain't mad at that.
That's all, KO. Because once I heard what Albert Bell said, and then when you really sit back, KO, he went down the first 5 seconds, gang, and then he went down 10 seconds after that. So for all of these people, even if you agree or disagree, I don't even care about that part, KO. What I want people to stop doing is not talking about that factor. They want to talk about the stoppage, but don't want to talk about all the variables. That matters.
That's what I was about to get into. You ain't wrong, bro.
I appreciate you, KO. KO, I'm about to go get the girl something to eat, man. I appreciate you, gang.
All right, I'll be right here for your entertainment. Tell the young ladies I said what's up, man, and you have a great night, bro.
Man, my dog, man. Proud of you, bro.
Appreciate you. Salute to the homie Deem. Shout out to Kavika the Great with the 5-piece in the super chat. Hold up. Let's get this background back right. There we go. Kavika said, absolutely not a motherfucking thing. Just showing love to the channel. I had to start this comment. Salute to 2 Cents Boxing. Y'all please go subscribe to her channel. Free Smoke. I see you in the building. All right, so I agree a lot with what Deem said, which is why I'm saying what I'm saying now. I do still think it's a bad stoppage, though, because I felt like Albert Bell should have been able to go out on the shield. He fought well enough for Abdullah Mason to get the motherfucker to like really just fuck him up and get him out of there if that's what Albert Bell wanted to do. Or the ref should at least count it or whatever. Now, for me, if anybody got robbed because of the things that Deem said, he dropped his ass early in the motherfucking round. He dropped him again immediately. His legs was gone. He was tired. He wasn't fighting back for the first 4 fucking rounds before that. So the odds are he was going to stop that motherfucker. And if anybody got robbed, it was Abdullah Mason of really like landing that kill shot to really put him to sleep or really make him humble over, like, you know, get in a fetal position because of a body shot or something. That's who was robbed. The referee actually saved Albert Bell, I think should be the conversation. So y'all can miss me with that shit. Y'all can miss me with all that shit. Richard Paris, what up? And y'all go subscribe to Dean by any means as well. There you go right there. Nas is in here. I saw somebody salute to the homie Nas. Nas, you in here? Salute. Salute if I missed you, bro. Free Smoke, I see you. What up? No more sleepwalking. What's happening, homie? So that's the in the ring shit, right? And I said this over on KQ's because we did the show on his platform this Sunday morning. But I'm gonna say it here just in case some of y'all didn't hear what the hell I said. 285 people in the building. Moderators, let's get the likes to 200, please, and thank you. I see 245 on the horizontal stream with another 40 or 50 on the vertical stream. So please, please, please get the likes up to 200. Right? Brashley McClendon, what up? This is what I also want to say, because I don't know if y'all heard me say this, because some of y'all may not catch the Sunday morning shows or whatever. What was very impressive was the eye of Valiant Mason, his father and trainer, the adjustments that Valiant gave Abdullah, and then Abdullah going in to implement those adjustments. Now, I'm in total disagreement with the broadcast where there's this world where Abdullah was losing 6-0 or 5-1. That fight was hella competitive for the whole first 6 rounds, bro. And y'all go subscribe to Cam J. I believe I said that too, but y'all go subscribe to the bro Cam J. This world that people are living in where Abdullah was getting washed 6-0 or 5-1, and he barely won a round the first half of the fight. He won round 1 clearly to me with the body work, the stab shit down to the body. He won round 2. Round 3 was a toss-up round that could have went either way. And then 4, 5, and 6, I think Albert Bell maybe got those rounds. So we looking 3-3, 4-2 at the worst. And niggas is like, yo, 6-0, this, that, or whatever. But however, what I do like is in the competitive fight, that shit got uncompetitive quick than a motherfucker in the back half of that fight. In the back half of that fight, round 6 through 12, not competitive at all. Ass whooping, broken nose, fucked up body. Don't want to punch no more. Let me just hold on for dear life. Yeah, let me just hold on for dear life. You hear me? Beat the fight out that boy. Straight up. And stopped his ass. And had him the last 3 to 4, from round 9 to round 12, that nigga was like, just let me hold you. He was more concerned with hugging Abdullah Mason than punching him, bro. That's how much fight Abdullah beat out his ass, bro. 10 the guy, being a member for 13 months. I bet your ass can't make it to 2 years, but he says 13 months, I'm going on 120, bro. Salute. Shit, 120 months. That's 10 years. Appreciate that. That's a decade of membership. Do your thing, nigga. 10 the guy back in the super chat with that 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. That's a super sticker. What the super sticker say? I don't know if somebody. I don't know. Is that a piggy bank? I don't know. I don't be catching what the super stickers is because I be in this StreamYard shit. StreamYard, y'all need to start putting the stickers on the StreamYard. God damn it. Okay. Now, all right. So that's the in the ring shit. Let's keep it moving. We got 300 people in here. Where are we at on the likes? Let's get a real quick like check. Somebody tell me where we at on the likes real quick. Put it in the chat real fast. Let me see the likes. Terrence Gayton, it's because he don't know shit about boxing, bro. Showtime the guy, what up? We got 242 likes. No, 150 likes. Ew. I need 49 likes. I need 49 likes. I gotta have 200, bro. It's 300 people in here, fam. Maybe some of y'all forgot. I understand. You just come in, you see this good cooking, you just try to get a plate. I understand. You came in, you smelt the food, you know what I'm saying? You smelt the oxtails and shit. You smelt the brisket. You smelt the smoked chicken. You smelt the potato salad and shit. I understand, bro. And so you just wanted to grab your plate. But before you grab your plate, hit the damn like button. Thrill Hill, OG, what up? Salute. Before you grab your plate, hit the like button. Devontae Cromwell, what up? OG, walk on water. What's happening? We got to get the 200 likes, bro. I'm going to keep going, though. So now I want to get to slogan one. What up? Chris said we're at 165. I need 35 people to hit the like button. Devin Haney fans, that will be called math. That will be called math. 200 minus 165 is 35. Okay? That's called arithmetic. I know that goes over you niggas' head. The GOAT, what's up? You understand what I'm saying? Lee Jackson, what up? Kiro Black, I see you. OG Victor, what's happening with you? What's up?
Hey, salute, boss. Salute. How you feeling, man?
I'm chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, KO. Hey, KO, let me say this first. This ain't no smoke. I ain't coming up to smoke. I dare not step on your toes and think out of my head that I can smoke with you. But I just wanted to piggyback off of what Dean said, but I wanted to be a little bit more specific, right? Real quick. Okay. The purpose of the referee being in that ring. There's a purpose for that referee being in that ring, and there are three critical purposes. One is to ensure a fair fight. We'll condense it, leave it at that. To ensure a fair fight. The other one is, and it's almost double whammy, so to speak, hand in glove, so to speak, is to allow somebody who has gotten hurt or has been knocked down or is sitting on them damn ropes to give him a chance to recover and maybe fight back and reverse course, reverse losing and possibly win, to give him a fair chance, give both those guys a fair chance. But the third purpose, and I wonder if you can remind me of this, help an old man out, KO, with rusty wheels up in the head. Remember the brother back a little while back, tall, lean, light-skinned brother, brown skin, should I say, had short hair, and he was fighting these two niggas that were fighting. They were both estimated as having the hardest punches in boxing. So I think they fought each other. One of them, the one I'm referring to, went down on his knees, and they noticed that he started blinking. And he got up and fought after that, but they noticed that he started blinking, and it was a dramatic blink because his forehead was blinking with his eyes, not just his eyes blinking. The whole forehead was crinkling up with those blinks.
You talking about like an old school fight?
It's somewhat old school, not way back, but it goes back a little ways. And once that brother got up from,
talking about the chat is saying you talking about Gerald McCullough. Is that you talking about that fight?
That's him. That's him. That's him. And so I'll land it right there. That's the other purpose for that judge to be in that ring, is to prevent that. And then Matias, don't forget what Matias did. And that boy wobbled out the ring, but died afterwards. And then Morrell put a motherfucker in a coma. So that's the major real reason why them refs are in that motherfucker, to prevent that. And that's all I wanted to say.
Already, salute to you, OG Victor. Salute to you. So I get what all y'all are saying, and salute to Victor, man. We'll have the panel open later. These boys don't want no smoke. Let me put this back right here. Let me catch this. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the 2-piece in the super chat. He says, salute KO and the great OG Victor. Salute you as well, Big Dog Willie. Drink more water. What's happening with your homie? Salute. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Sunchild, what up? Elite Yacht Israel, what up, bro? Everybody, please get the likes up. Please hit the like button. We got 335 people in the building. I need at least 300 likes, bro. I need at least 300 likes. I don't know why that would be a problem. AD Solo, what up? I think I saw a Cash App come through, too. Let me catch it. Yep. Shout out to my dog, A-Sauce Stain, 5-piece. No biscuit in the Cash App. He say, for the pound. Salute, bro. Salute, fam. So again, just to kind of say it again, because I don't disagree with anything that Victor said, and I just didn't see like the Gerald McCullough. I didn't see that blinking shit. You know what I mean? The Surreal Matias, Dashadev, I think the dude name was that he killed. May he rest in peace. Albert Bell was taking ass whooping, but he wasn't taking that type. Like, it wasn't a whole lot of headshots and shit. It wasn't a whole lot of like Abdullah bouncing punches off his head and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like count for the man. He fought good enough the first half of the fight. Let him get up. Let Abdullah stop that motherfucking man. Cause that's what was gonna happen anyway. You know what I mean? Like that's just what I feel. Like, and maybe this shit don't sound like I care. But I'm more so like give a fighter a chance, bro. I'm more so let them boys bang it out. If they go out on their shield, they go out on their shield and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. But I understand what y'all saying. But I maintain that Albert Bell is not the one that got motherfucking robbed. Abdullah is the one that got robbed. Cause he was listen, bro. Hey, I get you though, because the stoppage slips was in danger. You hear me? I understand. Boy, I had Abdullah plus 375 rounds 9 through 12, nigga. And I had another 110 on the stoppage just outright. Trust me, bro. Trust me. KO is with you. I just felt like he'd have got that shit anyway. You hear me? So I'm chilling. Like I wanted to see him get it anyway. But I get it though. I ain't really tripping. You know, we got our money. Abdullah had a great performance. If anything, you know, Albert Bell was gonna get stopped to the body, or he was gonna get tired, get in the corner, stop moving, and he was about to get fucking punched on. To the ref said, all right, nigga, that's it. You over here leaned over, trying to hold on, getting punched on, dead tired and shit. Cause it was still 2 minutes left. It was 2 minutes left in the round, nigga. You was getting stopped. You feel me? Like, you were gonna get stopped. I just rather you get stopped because this shit is so like it sounds crazy. Abdullah caught him with a shot, and then Albert Bell kind of held down and fell to his knees, and then the ref was like, nah. They said, nah, nigga, I want you to get caught with a shot, and then just, you know, and then you just fall out. Or you getting caught with a shot, you just and then the ref like, nah, nigga, that's it. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's just me. But let's get back to what I want to talk about next with this Abdullah Mason situation. Y'all are hating. Why? Where's all this hate coming from? Hunter on the Hunt. What's good with you? I'm gonna tell you where all that hate is coming from. One person is really hating. I'm gonna go to this person first. I was gonna go to one, but I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go to another. One person is really hating is Floyd Schofield Sr. Now, I can't take his hate crazy because it's delusional hate. He said Abdullah Mason's like a C- fighter. He's talking about how Abdullah's not ready for Kid Austin. So forth and so on. All I know is when Abdullah Mason has the biggest opportunity in his career, he rises to the occasion. Floyd Schofield gets sick and gets a tummy ache and does all this shit that's weird as fuck. Hardcore casual, what up? When I watch them spar, it looked like Abdullah Mason was on a completely different level from Floyd Schofield. I know that Abdullah Mason is a world champion and has now defended his title. And Floyd Schofield is still yet to fight for a world championship. I also know that Abdullah Mason was ready to fight Floyd Schofield, and he accepted the motherfucking fight. Dank, what's up, homie? Floyd Schofield turned down $1 million to fight Abdullah Mason and instead took a fight for less money. You ducked him already. And then you're asking for $10 million, $20 million to fight him for your son. Y'all are some fucking ducks, bro. And I think we need to go here as well. I think we need to talk about this as well, bro. They better catch him now to have any shot. I was listening in to Cam J. I hit the panel a couple of times when I had some free time this afternoon. And I maintain, bro, he's only going to get better. Y'all are allowing him to gain valuable experience, cutting off the ring. You can't say, oh, man, this nigga ain't never fought nobody bigger than him. He just fought a 6 foot tall lightweight that was rangy, wiry, tricky. Oh, he ain't never been in no dogfight on the inside. He passed that test too. He is showing you from all levels, I will whoop your motherfucking ass. And y'all are just letting him at 22 years old. He just turned 22 in April, nigga. At 22 years old. The ability to show the dog and the adjustments that he showed while listening to his father, y'all better catch him now. Because I tell you this, if anybody gonna get him, it's gonna be a nigga from the generation above. They got experience on them. They got talent that can match his talent. That's been through a little more. That can weather some of that shit. The niggas of his generation, the Kermel Motons of the world, the Zaquin Moseses of the world, bro. The Floyd Schofields of the world, the Emiliano Vargases of the world. Good luck. Good luck. I'll even throw Keyshawn Davis in that category with him. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I can tell you. Good luck. You better try to catch him now. Shout out to Tsunami being a member for 16 straight months. I bet your ass can't make it to 2 years. He said Cleveland was lit Saturday. Doolittle won. As my brother Cam J would say, it was a lituation. Not a situation, a lituation out that motherfucker. I'm glad y'all had a great time, bro. I was talking to Valiant. Oh, and just to let y'all know real quick, I was talking to Valiant today, Abdullah Mason's father and trainer. I was talking to Valiant today. We were on FaceTime. We talked for about 5 or 10 minutes. Abdullah's going to be coming by the channel either next week or the week after. We're going to lock down, get the schedule together, whatever. But I will be having Abdullah Mason on the channel again here shortly. So y'all make sure you got your notifications on. Make sure you tapped in or whatever. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we'll be having a young champion over here again, interviewing him again as we continue to grow that relationship here on the channel, as we continue to cover his career. He's rocking with KO, and you know your boy KO is rocking with him, so he's going to come by the channel. He's going to chop it up with us for a few minutes. So y'all be on the lookout for that interview. We had that for you real soon. Shout out to Drink More Water with the 5-piece in the super chat. It says Chris Mannix and the boxing world in general does hard drugs. Facts. All facts. I was just talking about this shit before you came in the building. He said Abdullah down 6-0 question mark. Yeah, crazy. This idiot gets paid to commentate. Was 3-3 after 6, 8-3 Dula after 11. Yeah, bro, this was a 9-3, 8-4 at best type fight. You're speaking my tune, homie. You see, we speaking the same language. I'm watching the broadcast. I'm like, this nigga tripping. I'm glad he ain't the judge. 3-3 after 6, 4-2 at worst. And then 7 through 12 was a sweep with a knockdown in the 12th. And 2 knockdowns in the 12th. They let him continue. We talking about some 117, 107 cards, nigga. We talking about some 117, 108 type cards. Like, niggas was tripping. And not only was it the winning clearly on the cards, it was the actual fight of what you're fucking looking at. Like, okay, competitive at first, and then he just beat him down the whole second half of the fight, bro. The whole second half of the fight, you just getting ass whooping. That boy didn't even want to fight no more round 9 through motherfucking 12, bro. Shit's wild to me. Shout out to Trey W234, being a member for 7 months. I bet you I'll make it a year, KO. And I heard Shakur turn down Albert Bell twice. I bet your ass can't make it to a year, though. Yeah, the matchmaker. Cam J played the damn clip over on his show the other day. The matchmaker was like, yeah, Shockey, I think, got offered Bell. Shakur got offered Bell. Herring, when he was either like a champion or a top guy at 130, he got offered Albert Bell. Jupe, I see you in the building. What up? All them dudes got offered Albert Bell, bro. Ruben, I see you in the building. What's up, bro? So this fucking idea, dog, that number one, niggas just lining up to fight Albert Bell. Number two, that he's some scrub. Nah, bro. Niggas was staying away from him. Because you like, this was when Albert Bell was at 130, a 6 foot tall, 130 pounder. With that type of range and discipline, it's hard to get in on. He was hard to get in on. Niggas ain't trying to fight him. And then, like, come on, bro. Like, y'all gonna stop playing with Abdullah. That was that. First of all, just taking the fight, dog. Second of all, how he adjusted and finished that shit and went after that boy, nasty. Nasty, bro. Rich with the 2-piece in the super chat. He says 5-fight deal. The fuck are you talking about? I need more details. You're a Shakur Stevenson diehard fan. So are you talking about Shakur Stevenson? What are you talking about? Did we get some Shakur Stevenson news while I was live? What you talking about, bro? All right. Anyway, let's keep it moving. You brought up Shakur Stevenson. Funny, you should bring him up. Shout out to my dog, the writer's block. Enigma, 5-piece. No Biscuit in the super chat says, KO, in my open, Abdullah Mason is a younger version of Gervonta Davis. Now, he don't fight nothing like Tank. He got his own little swag, his own style, bro. I don't think his timing and accuracy and like the way Tank sees openings is special. I think Abdullah, he lets his hands go way more right now at this point in his career. He fights behind his jab. He's way more aggressive from the start. He fights like Boots Ennis, bro. Like if Boots Ennis always fought how he fought Xander 4 through 7, that's like Abdullah Mason. I'm pressing you. I'm trying to step on shit. But now he don't fight like Tank, bro. Yeah, I mean, any good finisher do that. Crawford will go get you when you hurt. Tank will go get you when you hurt. Abdullah get you when you hurt. Boots will get you when you hurt. David will go get you when you hurt. Better Beaver get you when you hurt. Bam will go get you when you hurt. That's any great finisher, bro. Any great finisher in boxing that's still finishing dudes at the top level when they fighting for championships, you can't afford to get hurt against them. Once you get hurt against them, it's curtains. It's curtains. So no, I think that's the mark of any good finisher, bro. Any good finisher. They going when you get hurt, that shit's a wrap. Curtains. Curtain call that shit over with. But let's get to another hater. We were talking about Schofield. Y'all all know that, but what's up with this boy, man? What's up with this boy, man? Hey, Rich, you still here, Sunchild? You still here, Big Dog Willie? You still here? What's up with your boy, man? 354 in the building. Please get the likes up to 300. Please and thank you. Terrence Cromwell, what up? Cornelius Burnett, what up? Josh, I see you, bro. What's good with you? Get the likes up to 300. But hey, Shakur fans, what's up with your boy, man? D-Free, I got you one better. So Greg said Mason versus Bell prove you can't fight. You can fight and still be brothers afterwards. Shakur Stevens said, y'all be lame. So a 33-year-old and a 21-year-old is brothers. I think that might be one of the dumbest things I ever heard Shakur Stevenson say in his life. That rebuttal was weak as shit. That rebuttal is weak as shit. Number one, Shakur Stevenson is the oldest of 9 kids, nigga. I have 3 myself. He's the oldest of 9 kids. At minimum, he's 8 years older than his younger sibling. At minimum. And that's if his mama didn't take no breaks. If she had Shakur, take 9 months to have him, had the other baby, take 9 months to have him, had the other baby, take 9 months to have him, over and over and over again till she have 9. He'd still be 8 years older than his younger sibling. So does that mean that him and his sibling ain't brother and brother or brother and sister or whatever? Park that for a minute, Shakur fans. Let y'all sit in that shit real quick and figure that shit out. Then what I want to bring up is Andre Ward is 42 years old. Andre Ward is 42. Excuse me. 42 years old. He's 14 years older than Shakur. Don't he consider Andre Ward his brother? Yo, somebody need to take this nigga phone and start typing his rebuttals for him. Like real shit. Because see, his fans, or if he watching, because y'all know these boxers be watching my shit acting like they don't. They'll call me a hater for this shit. Bud Crawford, Free Smoke, is 38, so that makes him 10 years older than Shakur. My point is, what the fuck? Hey, y'all seen the verses with B2K and Pretty Ricky? Pretty Ricky cooked their ass anyway. I'm going somewhere along. So, hey, ain't nothing but it ain't nothing but a number. It ain't nothing but a number. That's what it, bro. Age don't mean shit. It ain't nothing but a number. You can be brothers and not be motherfucking close in age. I got a little sister that's 30. I got another little brother that's like 25. And I got another little brother that's 23, nigga, and I'm 40 years old. They not my brothers and sisters no more. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Niggas be crazy. Niggas be crazy. So that's that part, right? He's hating because Abdullah Mason is exposing something in Shakur Stevenson. Because he tried the brother shit with Abdullah. He told Floyd Schofield, go fight my brother, my young brother Abdullah. Then Abdullah rejected shit like that. They asked him straight up. He said, yeah, the only brothers I got in boxing are my brothers. My brothers, the Mason brothers. But anybody else can get this shit. I got an appetite for smoke. He don't like that shit. He don't like that shit. And so that's why you getting shit like this, bro. And people getting mad at the comparison. People are doing these comparisons because Abdullah Mason is moving how we want Keyshawn to move. Abdullah Mason is moving how we want motherfucking, yeah, Dean. He's moving how we want motherfucking Shakur to move. He's moving how we want Hitchens to move. He's moving how we want Gervonta to move. We want these dudes to be rivals, bro. We don't want none of that friendly shit. So that age shit, Shakur don't never say that shit no more. Then he says definition of caught up in the hype. How was that caught up in the hype? This is how you know niggas is really like, damn, I didn't think he was going to do that good shit. Caught up in what hype? He said Mason and Bell prove you can fight and still be homies after. What hype is he caught up in? What hype is that caught up in, bro? People like the performance because we know Abdullah's going to give us a good fight all the time. We can't trust that shit with you. So this is another nigga I'm telling y'all, bro, that's hating on Abdullah Mason. And I maintain and I believe, and I'm telling y'all, bro, the reason that Devin Haney fans, the reason that Shakur fans is hating on guys like Jerron Boots Ennis and Abdullah Mason, because they coming for that shit. They coming for that spot. Fight fans is giving them more love. Just think about the overall climate of boxing. If it's not a Shakur Glazer, Abdullah getting more love than him right now. If it's not a Devin Haney Glazer, Jerron Boots Ennis is getting more love than him right now. And it's because instead of tweeting this shit, they really going out there stepping on niggas, man. It just is what it is. Sunchild with the 5 pieces and Super J says, what I can say is, Key at 47 now. We got to let up on the brother shit. Now it's only fair. No, I'm not letting up on that shit. Nope. Nope, because he trying to go to 47 to fight Devin, right? He trying to fight at welterweight against Devin, right? Catchweight, welterweight, yeah. No, we ain't letting up on that shit. Talking about you. I'm not letting up on no nigga say he'll never fight somebody. Nope. Forever Studios, what up, bro? Trey W 2, 3, 4, 5 piece. No Biscuit in Super Chat said, nah, KO, this is top 5. But he dead ass tweeted, ain't no brotherhood in boxing. I did it all by myself. While having 30 boxing brothers, let Bud be his dad. Bro, this man is delusional, fam. He's delusional with that shit. I just, like, bro, you got to have better comebacks than that. That brotherhood shit really eat his ass up. I bet he watched that AI shit all the time. That AI shit that they got of him where he's like doing the Boxing Brothers contract. I know he done watched that shit like 100 times, bro. I know somebody done sent him to that shit. He probably walked in on his cousin or one of his homies watching that shit, laughing and shit, and it just sent him. Just sent him through the motherfucking roof. I know he watched that shit, bro. I know he watched that shit. Mad than a motherfucker. Man, these niggas, man. How'd they know? How'd they find out, nigga? One of y'all recorded me like I did Bill on that type of shit, man. We got 386 in the building. Have we got the 300 likes yet? I'm ready to get to the topic. Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing, though. Check my email, man. Make sure I ain't missed no topics. No topics that I feel like I need to cover. We talked about David Benavidez. Talked about Callum Smith. Let me see. If there's anything I want to talk about. There is something I want to talk about. There is something that I want to talk about to continue down this fucking road. Hold on. Where is this shit at? I just had this shit. I just want y'all to know these are the niggas that some of y'all take serious, bro. Hold on. Yeah, this shit right here. Yep, this shit right here, bro. Somebody explain this shit to me. Somebody explain this shit to me. The nigga you got at number 1 just dropped his motherfucking belt. And he ain't a champion no more. And we don't know what the fuck he is doing. Raymond Murataya at 2, I ain't got no problem with that. How the fuck is Williams Zepeda number 3, bro? And do y'all see a name missing from this motherfucker? You mean to tell me Joe Cordina, Yadier Herrera, Lucas Body, Sam Noakes, Floyd Schofield, Andy Cruz, Abdullah Mason, Williams Zepeda, Raymond Murataya, and Shakur Stevenson. That's your list at 135? They're not fucking credible, bro. This is what an agenda looks like, Teach. You were talking about agendas earlier on Cam J Network. When you and I were talking earlier, you see how shit comes full circle. You were talking about agendas. This is what an agenda looks like, my brother. This is what an agenda looks like. You said Roach draw. This nigga lost at number 3. He lost. The nigga at number 7 lost and got beat up. What are you talking about, fam? The nigga at number 3 lost, clearly, to your guy. The nigga at number 5 lost to the dude at number 2. Sam Noakes lost to the dude at number 4. It's 3 people on this list that actually fucking lost. That's what an agenda looks like. Get your pom-poms out. Get your pom-poms out, bro. You exposing yourself. Just whatever. I'm gonna let you have that. But I saw that shit. I wanted to bring it to y'all motherfucking attention, bro. Yeah. Yeah, you expose yourself with that one, T. Drummond Rose got to draw. Well, Williams will pay the fucking loss. Lucas Body never been champion. His best win is against Sylvie, Ashton Sylvie. Sam Noakes got his ass whooped on by Abdullah Mason. Joe Cordina, nigga. He got knocked out by Anthony Fakashi Kashe. Nigga, what are you talking about, bro? Just sit back and learn something, fam. We got 400 people in the building. Please smash the like button. All right, before I even get started, bro, is there any of you 400 mofos in attendance that want to come argue that Devin Haney is not ducking Tank Davis right now? Pearl Infinity, what up? Is there anybody watching this shit before I get into what went down and what happened today and react to it? Is there anybody watching this shit right now that wants to come and try to convince the chat, convince the people watching that Devin Haney is not a fucking duck right now? The link is in the chat. It is just me up here. No open panel. You come up here and talk to me directly. I just went over him $1 million. Trash. 2-piece in the super chat for my dog $1 million. He said, what do you think about the new 135-pound rankings? Trash. Trash. Chris Trucker, what up, homie? You got 3 people on the list that's coming off of a loss in their last fight. Sam Noakes lost his last fight. Williams Pato lost his last fight. Andy Cruz lost his last fight. Big T, what up? So, all right, nobody wants smoke right now. Let's talk about it. Bill Haney claims Gervonta Davis isn't ready. That's what I'll be talking about today. We'll be drilling a hole in that argument with one of them drills that you drill for oil with. We'll be drilling a big-ass hole in that argument, bro. It's not exhausting, Hunter. You just got to know who to look at and what to look at. And we should have this fight if Devin Haney would have accepted Tank Davis's offer. It's not really that hard. But I want to talk about what went on today. Because we got a little update, got a little, you know what I'm saying? A little something happened today, bro. So let me find it, bro. Not that one. That one. I'm missing one. HB, the voice of reason, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Your question was, if I remember correctly, can I explain that Devin isn't ducking his latest move?
Yeah.
So, when has Devin ever wanted to fight Tank? Everything that Devin has ever done has always been a clout chase. And when I say that, I mean he always waits until Tank is either engaged in a fight or already contracted the fight or always waits until to start talking shit. It's always a clout chase game. So to me, how was this really? He never really wanted to fight that man. He just wanted to build his career off of you. And so I think it's been a clout chase the entire time. And so here it is, the real opportunity. This man, they've been screaming, send the contract, send the contract. Only the A side can send the contract. Send the contract. The A side sending the contract. I was talking to him, trying to do it.
I don't think you really got no smoke though.
You don't think that's? I was trying to get you. I was.
What I'm saying is, HB is All of that stuff you said, clout chasing, he didn't really want to fight him, he's this, he's that. The facts are he got an offer and he ducked the shit. So that's a duck. He got an offer and he turned it down. That's a duck. That's
I think it was always a duck. I'm just saying, I guess in this instance, I'm splitting the hair. I guess in this instance, I guess he's exposing himself as this isn't a duck because he's always been ducking. And so I guess that's where I'm splitting the hair.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get back and see if anybody got any kind of smoke for real. Salute to you though. Major Key, what's up? That shit crazy, bro. Shout out to my dog Hunter on the Hunt. 20 of them thing. Pow! 20 piece. No biscuit in the super chase. I was looking at the Tyson Fury fight tickets for the event in Thailand since I'll be there during that time. Them tickets are dumb hot. They smoking meth. They think I'm gonna pay $3,500 to sit in the nosebleeds. Damn, that's wild. Nigga, no. Who want to see Tyson Fury fight that bad? Who want to see Tyson Fury fight that motherfucking bad, bro? That's wild as shit, Hunter. You might. Hell nah. Let's get to it though. So this is what's going down right now. I'm gonna react to it. All right. So this came off G Money, Tank Davis quoted this dude's tweet, Coyote, who said, "Man, shut your dump up. Al is Tank's manager. He do what Al say. Crazy man. Just like Shakir do what Jay Prince say. Y'all little ninjas don't know shit about boxing." So he's trying to make the point that Tank Davis is beholden to Al Heyman, like Shakur Stevenson is beholden to Jay Prince. Tank Davis quoted in response. He says, "When it comes to my career, Al listens to me. He's still the man, but with my career, it's my decision what I want to do." I mean, is this not proven by the fact that Devin Haney has a fucking offer on the table? Is this not proven that when Gervonta Tank Davis said, "Ring, ring, I'm trying to set this up right now. I'm coming after Big Nose next," and then immediately after that, Devin Haney saying, "Oh, we did get a call. Okay, shit. He might have grew some balls." Like, didn't he prove that? Like, isn't that proven already? That's an irrefutable fact. Because if he didn't, then why is Al working at his behest trying to make this motherfucking fight? Why is Al Heyman doing it? So, we got that first one, right? Let's keep it moving, though. Let's see which one we want to go to next. Put this one up on the screen. First of all, shout out to my brother Big T with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Says, "My brother always speaking facts from Big T straight out of the Bay." Bill Haney says, 55-45 to you. 15 million guaranteed. When you ready, since Al and Ramon gave me the wrong information. This is a tactic Bill Haney duck ass fake fucking maneuver. Number one, DHP doesn't have $15 fucking million guaranteed for each. That's number one. They don't have $30 million themselves to put up. If they had $30 million to put up, why didn't they put any money up for the Rolly Romero fight? This is why niggas won't come over here and talk to me. Cause these questions and these points be hitting niggas across the head. So y'all got $30 million for Tank and Devin, but y'all didn't have a red cent that you could put up for a unification with Rolly Romero. And then furthermore, we all know who the superstar is in this equation. You niggas don't have the authority to even offer no shit. Kurt Hurry, what up? You're not even in position to offer shit. When Tank Davis team call, you listen, you motherfucking accept. And I think that's the part that's stuck up a lot of y'all crawl so much. Because y'all hate for me to say that shit. Y'all hate for it to be true. But it just is what it is. This is a deflection tactic. And then you have dumbass niggas like CeeLo Green, stupid ass niggas like Bum from the Bottom, Bitch from the Bottom, stupid ass niggas like the Hungry Hippo that will tell you this shit is a real offer. That Bill Haney really does have that type of money. That DHP has that type of money. Mm-hmm. That they have the funds to do something like this. When we all know that shit is not true, because why they didn't have no money for Sandor Martin? Why didn't they have no money for Rolly Ramiro? Why don't they have no money to put up for the Keyshawn Davis fight? Why don't they have no money to put up for the Shakur Stevenson fight? When have they ever in their fucking career put up any money for a fight? It's not DHP, says Frequent. It's Turkey. That's what's up. That's cool, bro. That's cool. I hear you, bro. I hear you talking. I see you typing in the chat, bro. I see you. I see you typing in that chat, fam. Let's see. Is this the one? No, that's not the one. That's the one where Devin was a bitch and blocked him. Is this the one? No, that's not the one. That's not the one either. Is this the one right here? No, that's not the one either. What about this one? Is this the one? Ah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Which one is that? 12. What'd you say about Turkey, bro? What's that you say about Turkey, bro? Type that shit you said about Turkey again real quick. Type that shit one more time. Type that shit. Say, it's not DHP, it's Turkey, KO. Type that shit again real quick. Bro, why you not typing this shit? You forgot how to type? Type that shit again, bro. I want to put it up on the screen for a second time, fam. I want to put that on the screen. Like right up under what's on my screen. Like I want to put your comment. I want to put your comment like right there. Right there where you see Matcher to stay off my jack. I want to put your comment where it says Turkey. That's what I want. I want to put your comment where it says Turkey. Don't deflect on me, bro. Don't deflect on me. Double down, my nigga. Double down on what you said. Double down on what you said, bro. Tell me again it's Turkey. It's not DHP. Double down. Type that shit again. I just want to put it on the screen, bro. You ain't got to put it in the super chat. You ain't got to put it in the cash app. I'm not here to argue with you, my nigga. I just want people to be able to clip your comment with this shit right here. I want to be able to clip your comment. That's exactly what I thought. We'll move on. That's exactly what I thought. We'll move on, bro. Shout out to Braxton McClendon with the 5-piece in the super chat. Says, watch Tank fight in the fall. And next thing Bill gonna say is Tank and Al lied to Duck Dev, and that fight could have happened. All right, we're moving on. Just understand, bro. Oh, there you go. Yep. See, that's what I was waiting on. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you doing that. Stand on your square. There you go. Let me take a let me screenshot this right here. We're gonna say this. We're gonna say this right here. Oh no, that's the wrong one. We're gonna save this shit right here. Hold on. We're gonna save this shit. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this right here. Yeah. We're gonna catch it like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Say that. You know what I mean? Somebody give me a good name for this. What should we name this? What should the name of this file be, bro? What should we name this file, bro? I think I'm gonna name it Dumb Ass Frequent. Yep. Dumb Ass Frequent. That's what we're gonna name that shit. That's what we're gonna name that shit. That's what we're gonna name that shit right there, and we're gonna keep it moving. Now, let's get back to what I was talking about, bro. Let's stop sharing that. Get this dumbass take off my show. We weren't here. We were right here. I would like to see, before I move any further, I would like to see somebody come make a good, coherent argument that DHP has $15 million guaranteed to give up. I would like to see someone try. I would like to see someone come up here and make a good, coherent argument that makes sense, that is logical, that DHP has $30 million to offer Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. I would like to hear a coherent argument. Now, when you come up here to make this argument, I need facts. I need data to back up your opinion. Trap Band with the 5-piece in the super chat says, I think Mason can beat Pitbull right now. What you think, fam? Oh, yeah, I think Abdullah Mason can definitely beat Pitbull. I need you to make the argument without trying to translate some bullshit. Yep, that's what I need y'all to do. So we have somebody that's going to try to make this argument. We have somebody that's going to try to come make this argument. Let me stop sharing my screen. I'm listening.
What's the deal, KO?
I'm listening, bro.
Yeah, man. So you think Bill Haney and DHP is more likely to be fronting $30 million for this fight than Turkey? I mean, that's that's all the argument you really need, bro. What's more likely? You know, it don't make sense to think that Bill Haney is, regardless to what you see on the tweet. You know what I'm saying? It makes more sense that Turkey will be footing the bill for $30 million plus, you know, yeah. Yeah, plus 55-45 split. You know, that's Turkey money, bro. That's Arab money.
What makes even more sense than that is Bill Haney lying his motherfucking ass off because his son got fucking fried and exposed. That's what makes more sense, because if Turkey or Zuffa was putting up the money, then I'm sure he would say that. See, this is my problem with y'all. Y'all see that
it's
Turkey,
a gag order. He can't say that.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm not doing that shit today. You see that Turkey and Dana White never spoke on Devin Haney or Shakur Stevens. You see that Turkey or Dana White have never spoke on this fight right here. You see that Devin Haney didn't have no backing with Rolly Romero. They didn't have no backing. Where was this money that these dudes are supposedly backing them with when they was trying to make the Rolly Romero fight? So all of those factors lead me to believe that it's more than likely that this motherfucker is lying his motherfucking ass off. And I'll take it a step further. They won't have no money to put up for motherfucking Keyshawn Davis either. That fight will be a top-ranked fight if it happens. That fight will happen on the zone if it happens. Because they don't have $30 million to put up for nobody. Because they don't have $30 million fucking dollars. You gonna tell me he misspoke? You gonna tell me what he meant? You gonna try to get inside the brain of a lying ass nigga? Is that what you gonna do?
Oh, I could cook it up for you real quick so to make you help y'all understand. You know, back at the Times Square card, you know, Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia was matched up, and Devin Haney and Ramirez was matched up, and Rolly Romero was supposed to be a tune-up for Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney was supposed to advance from Ramirez. You know, Devin, you know, fulfilled his part of the bargain. Ryan Garcia, not so much. You know, he dropped the ball and everything, got beat by Rolly. So Rolly inherited, you know, that matchup. You know, he was supposed to move on in that 4-way tournament. Instead, Rolly Romero backed out. Said he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. He thought that, you know, Ryan should still fight him. But of course, nobody wants to see Ryan.
Please go somewhere with this, Frequent, because nothing you said so far has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Please get somewhere.
Give me time. It's coming together now. It's coming together.
Somewhere, bro.
Okay, so Rolly Romero, he pulled out and said that Ryan Garcia should still fight him. Nobody wants to see Ryan Garcia versus Devin with Ryan coming off of a loss. Nobody wanted to see that, man. Rolly Romero was supposed to be in the fight, but Rolly Romero pulled out after he threw a monkey wrench in the plan, spoiled the plans of Turki Al-Sheikh, and then on top of that, didn't even go through with, you know, the match that he was supposed to get and just left.
Please
went back to the PB. Went back to the
somewhere,
PBC.
Bro. You're going. I'm just
pulling
interjecting really quickly to say, please get somewhere with this shit because
I'm pulling it all together right now. Bro. Hopefully the light bulb will come on after I say this, man. You know, so Rolly Romero threw a monkey wrench in Turki Al-Sheikh's plans and then backed out and went back to the PBC. What make you think Turki Al-Sheikh want to fund anything or have anything to do with Rolly Romero? He don't rock with Rolly Romero. He don't like him because of that. And so that's why he didn't foot the bill for Devin to fight Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to put his money up for that fight. That just answers that for you. You know, because you were saying, why didn't he put up the money for Rolly Romero? That's why, right there.
Here's a couple of things. Number one, he not only didn't put the money up for Devin Haney and Rolly Romero in 2026 when they were trying to negotiate a fight, he also didn't put any money up for Rolly Romero back in 2025 to fight Devin Haney when Rolly Romero beat motherfucking Ryan Garcia. He didn't put no money up for that fight. He didn't say nothing about wanting to make that fight or none of that shit. That's number one. Number two, to get back to what we're talking about, because you said a bunch of shit talking about nothing. The difference is, with everything that you said, Turki Al-Sheikh was talking. We can verify that he was trying to make Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, and that was the next motherfucking fight. Because this is the trailer for the fucking card. I know you remember. I'm not gonna play the sound, but I'll play Devin Haney and put up the money for Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. He would not. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do you like that. There we go. He would not be so motherfucking quiet. Bill Haney would not be saying DHP guarantees the money. The facts are, bro, he didn't back Devin with Sandor Martin. He didn't put no money up for that shit. He didn't back Devin and try to make a Rolly Romero fight. He didn't back Devin Haney with Rolly Romero the second time to unify. He's not backing Devin Haney in the Shakur shit. He's not backing Devin Haney with Keyshawn. He ain't said shit about Devin Haney and Keyshawn. And he ain't said shit about Devin Haney and no motherfucking Gervonta Davis, bro. But you want us to believe that he's some angel investor. He's secretly putting up $30 million, and that's who Bill Haney is talking about. Just because you can't find nothing that makes sense off of what Bill Haney said. You have to just try to use shit out your own brain to try to make sense of it, bro. You sound crazy.
It's Zuffa, bro. I don't sound crazy. Y'all just trying to pretend like y'all don't believe that it's Zuffa, and then when the information come out, I just want to make sure. I just want to make y'all that y'all walk it back. That's all.
Why didn't
when we find out when Zuffa finally make the announcement, make sure y'all walk all of this dumb stuff back.
He's had now four of them. Failed negotiations with Rolly, failed negotiations with Shakur, failed negotiations so far with Keyshawn, and failed negotiations with Tank Davis. Why hasn't Zuffa stepped in and said anything or offered anything up on any of them?
I mean, it's coming. The announcement coming, bro.
He's already losing out on fights, though, frequent. What are you talking about? He's already lost out on the Rolly unification. He's already lost out on the Shakur fight. He's already looked like he's losing out on Keyshawn and about to go to purse bid. He's already losing out on the Tank fight.
Turkey ain't want nothing to do with the Rolly Romero fight. I don't know why you're trying to attribute it to that he ain't want nothing to do with that. He don't rock with Rolly Romero. He wasn't putting up nothing for that fight. That just was the PBC. But as far as Zuffa now, they want to make the announcement themselves. You know what I'm saying? That they signed Shakur and Devin. They don't want to just make the announcement without them having the fight lined up. And so that's where we at now. That's why.
What is taking so long for these two would be the biggest names that they have signed. What is taking so long for them to find a fight for these guys? What are you talking about?
Hey, it's playing out right in front of our faces. What you talking about? Shakur didn't sign the contract for Devin. Bro. Tank is acting funny about, you know what I'm saying, fighting for Turkey.
Tank is not acting funny. Tank sent Devin an offer. Devin is the one that blocked him.
But he's not.
Devin is the one that blocked him. Bill is the one that's talking about fake offer
from Turkey.
What are you talking about to me right now, bro?
He's turning down the offer that they're presenting, though, with $15 million guarantee and 55-45 split in favor
does not have $15 million guaranteed.
It's not DHP, man. It's not DHP.
So Bill Haney
playing
is lying.
Semantics right now, bro.
Bill Haney is lying.
Okay, if that's what you believe, I guess we can't get nowhere. If you just believe that
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Bill Haney's lying.
Why you say he lying?
Because he said it's DHP. You saying it's somebody else.
No, he's saying DHP got that on the table, but
no, he didn't
they
say
got
that.
backing though.
He didn't say that.
They're backing his Turkey Al-Sheikh.
He said DHP guarantees.
Yeah, he said that, but his backing is Turkey Al-Sheikh, just like when he was saying that he had the $20 million.
Words in that man's mouth? That's a
just like when
man.
he said he had the $20 million for Tank to fight him.
That nigga 50-something, 60-something.
It was Turkey Al-Sheikh, right?
He older than both of us. Why you putting words in that man's mouth, frequent?
Hey, just like before when he said he had the $20 million for Tank, and
why you putting words in that man's mouth? Frequent?
Eddie Hearn came out and confirmed that it was Turkey Al-Sheikh backing him, right? So what's so out the ordinary that?
No,
I don't understand why y'all don't believe that Turkey is back putting money behind Devin and DHP.
Because Devin ain't got no motherfucking fights and Turkey ain't talking about him. His last fights that he had. His last fights. Did you hear what I said?
What?
Very fucking simple. I don't believe it because Turkey is not backing him publicly and Devin can't seem to get no motherfucking fights.
But that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. His last 2 fights was funded by Turkey.
I'm talking about since November of 2025.
Okay, but that was his last fight. No, his last fight was put up by Turkey. But you saying he
was damn near
the likelihood of
he didn't
Turkey
take any punishment
there then rather than not. What make you think that he stopped backing him now,
bro?
What make you think he stopped backing him now? Like, where you getting that from? Like, that's
a
narrative that y'all spun up by yourself.
Because he's had 4, it's not a narrative. My opinion is based on facts and data. Because he's had 4 failed negotiations, and Turkey or Dana White have not said anything about Devin Haney publicly.
Well, I just explained the way the Rolly Romero thing for you. Whichever one you wanted.
No, you didn't.
What you needed,
I did. You didn't. You didn't explain
Turkey Al-Sheikh don't rock with Rolly Romero. Don't want to do nothing with. Had nothing to do with making a fight with him. And I explained to you why. Cool. Is that not logical? Is that not logical? What I told you about what did Rolly Romero not do what I told you he did?
Why won't he say he's offering up Shakur Stevenson for Devin Haney? Why hasn't he said
I want to make sure we pass this Rolly Romero thing because you keep circling back to it.
What are you talking about?
Are we past this Rolly Romero thing?
Going all over the
what I told you that Rolly Romero did. What I told you Rolly Romero did is that allowed? Is that
trying to take me all over the place, bro? But it's not working.
Is that a truth? What I told you about Rolly Romero, is that true or not?
Is what true?
That Rolly Romero backed out of the fight. You know what I'm saying? After he basically messed up the plans. He messed up the plans. He messed up Turkey Al-Sheikh plans and then went back to the PBC.
He backed out of what fight? Rolly Romero did an interview.
He denied fighting Devin Haney. He denied fighting Devin Haney.
Back out of a fight, bro.
He did. He backed out. He was supposed to match up with Devin Haney and he backed out. Because he backed out. Ain't nobody lying. You sitting here acting like you don't remember. The history is there, bro. You can't change history. Everybody saw Rolly Romero publicly say he didn't want to fight Devin Haney and he had never fight Devin
Haney.
You saw the world saw it play out publicly where he said Ryan needs to fight. Ryan can still fight Devin Haney.
Romero had an offer to fight Devin Haney.
He said no. You now you're playing around. Now you know I'm talking about after he beat Ryan Garcia.
Out of a fight.
Yeah, after he beat Ryan Garcia, he backed out of the fight. Yes, he backed out of the tournament. He dropped out of the tournament. Yes.
What tournament?
The tournament that was at Times Square where Rolly Romero was matched up against Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney was matched up against Ramirez and Rolly Romero pulled out and said he didn't want to fight Devin Haney after he advanced in that tournament. He didn't want to fight Devin Haney. He said, "I'll never fight Devin Haney." He said,
and I'm not about to keep allowing you to be dishonest with my audience frequent, and you're not going to keep talking about me.
What am I not being honest about?
Number one, I'm going to tell you, bro. Be quiet so I can tell you. Number one, there was no tournament between those. Those were supposed to be fucking tune-ups for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. The only fight that was signed going into that fight was for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia rematch. There was no fight for Rolly versus Devin that was on the motherfucking table. Rolly was supposed to be a tune-up for Ryan.
But if Rolly wins, he automatically inherits the he inherits the fight by winning.
Fucking cutting me off, bro. Devin Haney and Rolly Romero were on the same card. Rolly and Devin were never supposed to fight. The entire promo, the entire time, was about Devin Haney to fight Ryan Garcia in a rematch. That's what was signed.
Now you playing dumb though.
Stop fucking cutting me off. Rolly Romero was never signed to fight Devin Haney. What you are referring to is an interview where Rolly Romero said Devin needs to rematch Ryan. I don't want to fight Devin. That's what he said. There was no offer on the table. There was no fight to fucking back out of. And there was no goddamn tournament. That's what I'm telling you. Now, that to the side. What I am telling you also, what I need you to refute if you can, is that the reason that I don't believe Devin Haney has this $100 million y'all been talking about, why I don't believe that Devin Haney has real backing from motherfucking Rolly from Turkey or Zuffa or Dana White, is because in 2026, after defeating Brian Norman in 2025, he has had multiple failed negotiations. And during those negotiations, if Devin is supposed to be Turkey's guy, if he's supposed to be Zuffa's guy, they are not speaking up on his behalf. They are letting big fights that fans want to see him in go by the wayside because they're not putting pressure on people to fight him. That's number one. That's
not true.
I'm still not done. That's number one, why I don't believe that he has real backing for them. Number two, why I don't believe is because when given the opportunity to say that we got the money from Riyadh season, Tank, we got the money from Zuffa, Tank, this is what we got. He didn't say that. Instead, he said DHP has the offer. DHP will put up $30 million that we know they don't have. So for all these reasons, that's why I believe what I believe. No narratives, just facts and my own logic and my own deduction skills to tell you why I think what I think. Now tell me why what you say and what you've been saying, tell me why it makes more sense than what the fuck I've been saying.
Okay.
Now you may speak.
Oh, that's easy, man, because Bill Haney was publicly saying that he was in negotiations to fight Shakur Stevenson, right? He was saying he was in negotiation for Shakur. He had signed, and Zuffa was behind it. Zuffa was putting up the money. They the ones who desired to have this fight, and the only hiccup that they had was Shakur not signing the contract over the weight or whatnot. We had Shakur coming out and saying that this was not true. We had a bunch of pundits in the space coming out saying that this was true. Eddie Hearn said he signed to Zuffa and all of that, and y'all was running around calling Bill Haney a liar. And then, lo and behold, Shakur does an interview finally and admits that he was the one lying. So Bill was telling the truth. So I don't understand how you can think that it's anything else. It's other than what Bill was telling you that it was. that and all the rest of the pundits in the space. See, the problem with this narrative that you running with is all these pundits in the space who putting their name and reputation on the line all have to be liars and stuff in order for your narrative to be true. Chris Mannix has to be a liar. Mike Coppinger has to be a liar. Eddie Hearn has to be a liar. Bill Haney, Keyshawn Davis even has to be a liar. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who on the other side. Come on, man. Dan Raphael got to be a liar. Come on, man. It's too many people with their reputation and names on the line that has to be liars. You know what I'm saying? When we saw Shakur come out and admit publicly that he was lying and let everybody know that his side wasn't the truth and that what Bill was saying was the truth. So come on, bro. And you still running with this narrative just because you don't like Bill and Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just got to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? You looking for you digging a hole so deep. I'm wondering like how y'all gonna come back from this? Like if Zuffa come out and it announced that Shakur is signed, Shakur or Devin, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be cooked. Y'all gonna have a bunch of stuff. Y'all gonna have to walk back. And all of that, bro. Rolly Romero definitely said that he wasn't going to fight Devin Haney when they asked to fight Rolly Romero. Devin was trying to fight him after he beat Ryan Garcia. Turkey Al-Sheikh want nothing to do with him because he threw that monkey wrench in his plans, in his operations, and then went back to the PBC. So that explains why Turkey Al-Sheikh wouldn't be putting up money to save the Devin versus Rolly fight. You know what I'm saying? That was all the PBC doing anyway for Rolly Romero to duck his mandatory. And this narrative that there's no money back in Devin Haney, that Turkey Al-Sheikh is not putting up no more money for Devin Haney is foolish, bro. When his last 2 fights was funded by Turkey Al-Sheikh. Like, come on. Like, what make you think that he's not still backing him? I already explained the way the Rolly Romero thing, so I hope you don't try to circle back to that again. The Shakur Stevenson thing, we already know that he was the liar. You know what I'm saying? In this whole situation, he was the one who wasn't telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? We got all of these pundits in the space who saying that he signed to Zuffa. So I don't understand. What's your angle, bro? Like I understand you don't like Devin Haney and Bill and all of that stuff. So you want him to make him out to be a liar, but you digging the hole for yourself so big, and you got a bunch of lemmings in here following behind you. They all gonna walk off the cliff with you.
Don't talk about my subscribers, bro.
I see them down in the comments.
I don't care.
All these crazy they talking about me. I can talk about them, bro.
You talking to me and I'm talking to you, bro.
Hey, they talking about me.
Ignore them. I'm not paying no attention to them. You talking to me. You got your hand full up here, bro. You need to focus on what you're saying. Are you done?
It's light work up here. I'm already done with you.
Sound good. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
So number one, you're hard to follow because in one breath you say that Rolly ducked some sort of fight with Devin Haney, but in the next plan you say Turkey wasn't trying to fuck with Rolly because Rolly fucked up his plans, which his plans was Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. So if he fucked up his plans, he wasn't trying to fuck with him. How did Rolly also simultaneously pull out of a fight that was offered by a motherfucker that don't want to fuck with him because he fucked up his plans? You just be double talking, don't know what the fuck you're saying.
No, you playing semantics.
I didn't cut you off,
I'll straighten it up after you
I didn't cut you off, bro.
I'll straighten it out after you
done.
I
didn't fucking cut you off, nigga. You cut me off one more time.
I'll straighten it out after you done.
No, you just shut up then, nigga. And when it's your turn, you go. Now, as far as the Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson situation, here's the biggest thing. Fuck what a pundit says. Fuck what I say. Fuck what you say. Fuck whatever Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson said. Here's what I know. That while Devin Haney was trying to act like they were negotiating, while this fight was supposedly being made by Zuffa, and Zuffa wanted all of them and all that shit, that sounds good, except for one key thing. Devin Haney's the WBO champion. So during the time of these fucking negotiations, Zuffa can't even make a WBO fight because Zuffa is not a licensed WBO promoter. So how the fuck was Dana White and Zuffa trying to make Devin Haney versus Shakur for Devin Haney's title when they not even a licensed promoter for the sanctioning body that Devin Haney has a motherfucking title in? Try to deal with that. However the fuck you want to deal with that. To bring it full circle and get back to the overall point, Devin Haney is ducking Gervonta Tank Davis, because Tank put an offer on the motherfucking table that is confirmed by Bill Haney. It is confirmed by Devin Haney. And they turned it down. An offer that is their highest motherfucking payday that they will ever have. And they turned it down, and their counter was a fake offer from a promotional company that has never put on their own fucking fights. DHP has never put on their own fights. They go to Matchroom. They go to Riyadh Season. They go to Top Rank. They go to Golden Boy. So they countered a real offer for the biggest fight in their life with a fake-ass DHP offer with money that they know they don't have. And the people that you're claiming put up the money have not spoke on it one fucking time. In the case of Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, and in the case of Devin Haney and Tank Davis, and in the case of Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. Wake the fuck up, bro. You were cooked out here. Get this shit up, dog.
You done? I was waiting so I could. You done? Okay. Yeah, so Rolly, I like the way you tried to do that. That was cute how you tried to make it seem like I was double talking, but no. I was clearly talking about Rolly Romero beating Ryan Garcia and then not accepting the fight with Devin Haney. That's how he ruined the plans. Not just by beating Ryan Garcia, by walking away from the tournament and not fighting Devin Haney after he advanced, beating Ryan Garcia. See, the issue with what you're trying to say they was just tune-ups. Yeah, I said they was tune-ups, but I was just talking about his intention in making the fight with them, expecting his expectations of Devin and Ryan to both beat these guys. But if those guys win, of course they advance, to the next person, to the next fight or whatnot. And so Ryan Garcia losing to Rolly Romero, and then Rolly Romero choosing to not fight Devin Haney and not participate no more is what ruined the plans. Not just him merely beating Ryan Garcia. And as for you asked me the question about Zuffa, how they making a fight with Devin Haney and Shakur when they're not a licensed promoter. I guess you don't listen well, because Gustavo clearly said that you can't bid on a purse bid if you're not a licensed WBO promoter. Not you can't. They don't have anything to do with them making the fight. You know what I'm saying? If the fight don't go to purse bid, that question that he answered for y'all was for somebody bid, for them having the ability to bid on a purse bid. That's you have to be a licensed WBO promoter to do that, not to just make a fight in general. If that was true, then if that was true, what you saying now, if that was true,
done, bro. Go ahead, fam. Go ahead, bro. Are you done? Are you done, bro?
If that was true, that what you're saying now, then Zuffa, he didn't say Zuffa fighters can't fight. He didn't say Zuffa fighters can't fight people ranked for the WBO or people who hold titles in the WBO. No, he didn't say that. He clearly said that you had to be a WBO licensed promoter to bid on a purse bid. Once a fight goes to purse bid.
So
you cooked out here, bro.
Yeah, okay. Frequent, bro. Not only to go to purse bid, the reason they can't bid on a fight as a fucking licensed WBO promoter is because they can't put on a WBO fight. That's why they won't let them do the purse bid, bro. Like, you can't do the purse bid.
No, it's just the WBO promoter. No, just bidding on the purse bid, bro. That's it. You trying to add extra to it.
Stop talking, bro. Stop, fam. If you can't bid on the purse bid, it's because you don't have the ability to put on that fight. You have to be a licensed promoter in the sanctioning body to put on a motherfucking fight, or they're not going to sanction the motherfucking fight. So Zuffa is unable at the current moment to put on a WBO fight because they're not a licensed WBO promoter. And when these negotiations were allegedly going on and they were trying to make the fight, they were not a licensed WBO promoter at that time. So that shit, either Devin was going to have to drop his belt to make the fight, which wasn't discussed at first, allegedly, or Devin Haney is full of shit and Bill Haney is full of shit. So we have all these factors. We have Zuffa not being a WBO promoter. We have Zuffa representatives not speaking on the fight. We have multiple failed negotiations where Zuffa didn't step in. We have Bill Haney saying that DHP is going to offer and guarantee Tank some money. And you still can't see the forest from the motherfucking trees. Now, you keep trying to take me back to Rolly Romero. This is my last comment on it. He never got an offer to fight Devin the Dream Haney. What you are continuing to refer to is an interview he gave where he said Ryan should rematch motherfucking Devin, even though Ryan lost, because Devin should rematch Ryan, and he doesn't want to step in the way of that. That is what you're referring to. There was no offer on the table. There were no discussions had. He went into negotiations, and Turkey began to try to make the Brian Norman Jr. fight in the summer after that fight happened. Like you gotta keep all.
No,
this,
that was later. That was later, bro.
Stop talking, because they fought in 2025, I believe, or was it 2025? Because Ryan and Devin fought in 2024. Yes, so he fought Jose Ramirez in May of 2025, and then by June or July they were talking about the Brian Norman Jr. fight, and the Brian Norman Jr. fight got announced in August. Turkey was not trying to make a Rolly Romero fight. I don't know why you keep saying that dumbass shit, bro. You keep saying shit that don't make no motherfucking sense. So there's that part of it. But to get back to what we're talking about, that you keep trying to go back to Rolly, you want to talk about Shakur. I am here to talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. I am here to talk about the offer that he made to Devin Haney, who was the clear fucking B-side. You take that motherfucking offer because it is the most money that you've ever made in your motherfucking entire career. You're not in a position to offer back, A, because you don't have the motherfucking money through DHP, and B, because you're the fucking B-side. And if Tank and his team want to run shit and they want to be the ones to put on the fight, and he's the one with the motherfucking network, you do what you told because you're going to beat his ass and you're going to do all this shit, right? So you're getting the most money, you're getting the biggest fight, and you turned that shit down to pull away from the table and possibly go pursue Shakur Stevenson, which was already a failed negotiations, and Keyshawn Davis, which is a mandatory challenger. It's not going to get you nearly as much motherfucking money when you're on record saying you've already been undisputed and you want to go for the biggest and best fights. And you just turn the biggest and best fight down. And you sow in your feelings. You fucking threaten to move on from the nigga because you don't like the way he talking to you. Then you block him. He offers you a motherfucking fight and you block the nigga and have your daddy step in to try to save you. This nigga's cooked. He's a fucking duck, bro. Now, unless you got something to say about Tank and Devin in this situation, I'm not talking about 2025 no more. You cooked on that. What do you have to say about Devin and Tank right now, bro?
Yeah, I cooked you on the other situation. I definitely got something to say about this situation with Devin and Tank and whatnot. First of all, Devin blocking them, like, I don't agree with that. But what you just said is highly hypocritical, though, bro. For Tank, for you, and all of that, man. Because I remember when Devin was pressing Tank and trying to fight him, and Bill Haney called him a gorilla or whatever he called him or whatever, referred to a monkey as him or whatever. And y'all was saying, "This ain't the way you get a fight. You got to be nice to him and all that." And now y'all flipping the script. You flip flopping right now.
You're saying I said
y'all
that?
Flip flopping. Y'all was acting like Devin. Y'all was acting like Devin had the. Hold on. Y'all was acting like y'all. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. I
want you to be real clear. Are you saying
y'all was acting like?
I don't know who y'all is. Did I say that?
Y'all.
No, did I say that? Fuck y'all, man. Did I say that?
Y'all was acting like that.
No,
y'all was acting like it was cool for Tank to not.
Y'all
was acting like it was
to
cool.
Me. Did I say that?
Okay, you was acting like it was cool for Tank to not fight Devin because Devin was disrespecting him and talking to him crazy and stuff like that.
Keep talking.
But that's hypocritical, bro. Like you know how y'all gonna feel that way? You know what I'm saying about Devin and Bill, talking crazy to Tank and thinking that that's grounds for Tank to not fight him and for him not to get the fight. But now, you know what I'm saying, y'all flip-flopping on it right now. Like that's crazy, bro. That's diabolical. But I'll let y'all keep digging that hole and everything for yourself, you know what I'm saying, for y'all to fall into. And I guess y'all be all right, man, when everything get announced and the truth come to light, because the truth definitely gonna come to light. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
so So number one,
hold on, I ain't finished. I ain't finished. Hold on, I ain't finished.
You are finished.
I ain't finished. I got to speak on that 70-30 thing. What I think about the 70-30.
You're finished. Number one, bro. Stop lying on me.
I'm gonna let you keep cooking, bro.
I'm gonna let you keep cooking, but you lying on me, bro.
What
I didn't say that shit.
About?
I never said that because Devin Haney got to talk to Tank a certain way, respect him a certain way, be this and be that to get a fight. You fucking lying, bro. You trying to you getting cooked so bad, you making your points with lies, bro. I never said no shit like that, bro. So miss me with that bullshit right there. But go ahead and say what you gonna say about the 70-30 shit, bro.
Tank definitely reacted that way though, right? Tank didn't give him the fight because he didn't get the Tank fight because Tank ain't like how they was talking to him and everything. So it's highly hypocritical for him to flip the script now after he did that first. Well, I don't agree with it at all. But as far as the 70-30 though, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, man. That's a that he need to just be quiet and take that because that's the best. That's the most money he will ever get in his career. That y'all crazy with that, man. I guess y'all been holding.
You think that's crazy?
Y'all so on Tank like that y'all think
that's crazy?
Devin, y'all think that y'all think that Devin.
I want to ask you a series question.
Deserve a 70-30 split with Tank.
Hold on.
When you had
talking frequent,
hold
bro.
on. I'm
bro. When I say I want to ask you a question, it's my shit. Let me ask you some questions because I'm gonna go somewhere with this shit. Stop, bro. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think Tank Davis and Devin Haney is one of the biggest fights in boxing?
Of course. Absolutely.
If you frequent had to guess, how many pay-per-views do you think they would sell?
If I had to guess, I think they probably do at least 800K.
Okay, 800K. What do you think their live gate would be?
I think maybe 6 million, depending on
where they'll do it. You think they'll only do a $6 million live gate? That's cool. Okay, you said 6 million live gate.
Depending on where it's at, whatever.
Now you sure you want to make that your projection because Tank Davis and Drummond Roach did a $6.4 million live gate. You sure you want to stick with 6 million? You don't think Tank and Devin can do more than Drummond and Tank?
They probably do more, but I think they sold out though, right? I think it's it depends on where they fight at because
Devin
more
tickets
people can be
more,
there.
But you want to stick with 6 million?
I mean,
you can't. I'm just asking. It's totally your choice.
I mean, yeah, but my whole thing is, you got other guys, who got 60-40 split with him, who is nowhere near,
no, I'm just asking, bro. I'm asking,
whatever
stay
as
with
popular
me, bro.
as Devin Haney and stuff like that. So you got these nobodies.
With me, frequent. Stay with me.
But you got nobody's getting 60-40 split. So you
stay with me.
It's okay for Devin.
Stay with me. You got 800,000 pay-per-view buys.
With a zero
you say
guarantee.
a $6 million live gate, bro. Stay with me. You say 800,000 pay-per-view buys. You said 800,000 pay-per-view buys in a $6 million live gate, right?
Zero guarantee though, bro.
No, you said 800,000 pay-per-view buys in a $6 million live gate, right?
And zero guarantee, right?
6 million. I don't know what their guarantees to be, but I'm just $6 million live gate, right?
They said no guarantee, bro. Come on, man. You got to add that in there.
I don't know what their guarantee would be. I don't know. I didn't see nobody say no guarantee with this fight.
Bill said 70-30 split of nothing. It's worse than Rolly Romero.
70-30 of nothing. I got
nothing. So
you think they'll do a 6 million? You think they'll do a $6 million live gate though, right?
And that covered the expenses of the fight.
No, I'm asking you a question. Why won't you answer the question?
Yeah, probably give or take. You know what I mean? A few million.
I'll do 6. It's fine, bro. It's fine. No problem. So that's a $69,992,000 fight. 30% of that would be Devin Haney making $21 million fucking dollars. So based on the numbers you gave me, if he took the 70-30 percentage of the revenue, based on the numbers you gave me, he'd make $21 million fucking dollars.
He'll make way more with Turkey Al Sheikh though. Because if you think about that, bro, your math should be good enough. if they getting a 15 million guaranteed
Where Turkey
and a
Al-Sheikh come from?
55-45 split,
Why
come
you
on,
bringing
man.
up Turkey
And it's
Al-Sheikh? He got nothing to do with this.
because we talking about the deal that Turkey Al-Sheikh had on the table. That
He got nothing to
DHP
do
was
with
talking
this.
about.
Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't
Okay,
got no deal on the
let's
table.
say DHP then. We talking about the deal that DHP had on the table then. Since you don't want
DHP
to
don't
say
have
that
that
Turkey
money.
Al-Sheikh then.
DHP don't have no $30 million. You believe that?
15
You
million
believe
per
DHP
fighter.
got $30 million?
Call his bluff. Call his
Do you
bluff
believe
then.
DHP
Tank
got
scared.
$30 million?
Tank ducking. Call his bluff then. Call his bluff.
Call who bluff?
If y'all you saying y'all don't believe he got the money, but
So
call his bluff then.
you want the
Call
A
his bluff.
side.
Accept the deal.
You want the A side.
Would you agree that 15 million
narrative to be right? Let me just
would
make
you
sure I
agree that
understand you,
15
bro.
million
Hold on,
guarantee
fam.
plus
Let me make sure I
55-45
understand
split
you.
is better
You're
than
not gonna keep talking over me, bro. Stop talking when I'm talking. Damn. I'm trying to make sure I understand you. You want Tank Davis to call Devin Haney's bluff or Bill Haney's bluff to see if the offer is real or not, instead of just telling your B-side ass fighter to take the fucking deal on the table from the A-side superstar fighter. That's what you think should happen.
Is that a way better deal? Which one is the better deal to you? 15 million guarantee plus 55-45 split or zero guarantee and 70-30 split. Which one?
The better deal for Tank Davis is to have control of it, to have his people put on the fight and have it on his network. And he's earned that right as the superstar fighter in this equation. Devin has nothing. He has nothing that he brings to the table that he deserves to be able to have an equal playing field in negotiations. You making it seem like they on some sort of equal level. You take what the fuck you offered because it's your biggest fight. It's your biggest bag.
Hey, man, he can make almost the same bag fighting Shakur, man.
Huh?
He can make almost the same bag fighting Shakur. That's a huge fight, too.
Says who?
What you mean, says who? Says Zuffa.
Says who?
Says Zuffa.
What did Zuffa say this? Drop it in the chat. Where did Zuffa say this? Drop it in the chat.
I mean, we got the pundits in the space saying it, man.
No, where did Zuffa say this? Drop it in the chat.
Zuffa ain't announced it yet. Zuffa ain't announced it yet. They ain't make no announcement yet.
So where did you get Zuffa from?
From the pundits in the space.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, all right.
From Eddie Hearn, you got anything else? From Eddie Hearn, Chris Mannix.
Eddie Hearn never said nothing about Zuffa. Eddie Hearn never said nothing about Zuffa offering up Devin and Shakur.
He said Shakur signed to Zuffa twice. He said it again recently.
What does Shakur signing to Zuffa have to do with Zuffa offering Devin versus Shakur?
Because that gives some credence that Zuffa is behind
That's
making
like
them,
saying
wanting to make the fight.
Richardson Hitchens is signed to Zuffa. Zuffa's offering Devin versus Richardson Hitchens.
No, that gives some credence that Zuffa was behind.
One thing has nothing to do with the other.
Come on, man. The pundits in the space said Zuffa trying to make that fight. I don't give a
fuck what the pundits in the space says. The pundits in the space, a lot of them are paid off to push narratives and fucking lie, nigga. I'm going off facts.
So the people, even the people who work for Turkey Al-Sheikh, just lying on his name.
Who?
So the people who work for Ring magazine, they just lying on. That's working for Turkey. Turkey own that, right?
Turkey is putting up money for Devin and Shakur.
Turkey own Ring, right?
Who from the Ring said that Devin and Shakur was gonna fight? That Turkey put up the money. That Zuffa put up the money. Who said it? Who reported on it?
Hey, man. Mike Coppinger reported on it.
He didn't report on
that. Chris Mannix reported
on it. They didn't report on that. They talked about rumors. They didn't report that Zuffa was offering that fight up. Cap, nigga. You lying.
They reported on rumors. They reported on rumors, but where you think they got it from, though?
Not Turkey or Zuffa. Because Turkey and Zuffa and Dana White, they say what they doing on their own.
Come on,
Turkey will tell you his motherfucking plans. So he's talking all up and down social media about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, but he ain't got shit to say about Devin and Shakur.
If that's the stance you gonna take, we ain't gonna get nowhere.
What are you talking about?
We ain't gonna get nowhere, I guess. I guess we ain't gonna get nowhere, bro. We gonna have to agree to disagree, man. You don't believe that
you can agree to disagree.
You don't believe
all you
that
want.
Turkey or Zuffa had nothing to do
You
with
can
nothing.
agree to disagree
and
all
so
you
we
want.
gonna have to see
Wake me
we
up
gonna have to see if it comes
when
out.
motherfucking Dana White
Yeah, we
or
gonna see
Turkey
when it come
Al-Sheikh comes out and says, "Nigga, I got the money." Like
when
they do
come
with
back,
everybody
when
else.
they come back, your whole take got to get flipped upside down, right? You don't. That means you ain't gonna have no foundation because your foundation of your whole talking points is that Zuffa is not involved. If Zuffa come out and make the announcement that they signed Shakur and Devin, then all of your stuff is flipped. It's
signing
toppled then.
Shakur and Devin
Your
does
whole
not.
foundation
Are
is
you
gone.
slow, bro? Like, are you slow?
Your whole foundation is going after that
Are you
because everything
like,
that
is something wrong with you, bro?
is based upon Zuffa not
Is something
backing
wrong with you, bro?
DHP.
If they both signed to Zuffa, that does not mean that Zuffa was offering them both to fight.
Come on, bro.
What are you talking about? Richardson Hitchens and Jose Rayo Valenzuela both signed to Zuffa.
They
don't mean they had a fight
bro.
offer to him. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
And
You
Tank
sound
can't
crazy.
fight until 2027.
Say what? Say it again.
I said, and Tank can't fight until 2027.
Glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I had to make sure I bring that up.
Glad you brought that up. Now let's say, now let's live in this la la land. Let's live in this la la land where that's true. Even though you brought that up, and let me see if I can find it. This was Tank's response to that shit.
Y'all can't see Turkey backing Devin, but his last two fights,
no,
backing him.
Stay right. Stay on the 2027 shit.
I was just cooking some of them people down there in the peanut gallery too. Cooking
Stay
some
on
of them
the 2027 shit. Stay on the 2027 shit. That was Tank's response.
I can't see it. Let me see what it says.
He says, Bill just chatting. In no way would Al tell Bill what the fuck Tank plan is, was, or will.
That's D1.
Mike, you a dipshit. And Tank Davis reposted what D1 said. So how the fuck would Al Heyman know what PBC's plans are for Gervonta Davis in 2027? How would he know? You think Al Heyman is going to have a conversation with motherfucking Bill Haney and say, nigga, this is what we doing with Tank. We going to do this. We going to do that. You think he would tell him that shit? You think Al would do that for Bill? Hey, let me tell you what it is.
Tank said.
Huh?
Read what Tank said.
I just read it to you. But let's go. Let's just for the sake of cooking you thoroughly. Let's go with what you said. Let's say that Bill Haney is telling the truth. No problem. Tank won't be ready until early 2027. No problem. Cool. Let's say Flyer is right. Then why not just take the offer and already had it lined up?
Because the offer is stupid, bro. A 70-30 split when other fighters that's a lesser value got a 60-40 split. And it's the biggest fight. This is the biggest fight of Tank's career.
You make
talking about
$20 million using
70-30 split.
Your numbers.
That's retarded, bro. Devin don't. The problem is y'all think Devin need Tank. Devin don't need Tank, bro. Devin don't need Tank. Tank is the one that ain't got no motion,
now you don't
bro.
need Tank. You cooked out here, dog. Now
Devin
you don't
need
Tank
Tank,
no more.
bro.
Now you don't need Tank. Okay.
Hell no, he don't need Tank,
all
bro.
Right.
He will want to fight
Keyshawn
then. Because it's a big money fight.
Go fight Keyshawn for way less money. Go fight Keyshawn for way less money, though. Good luck. Go fight Keyshawn for that low-ass top-ranked purse bid. Good luck. You don't need him.
Tank ducked his
you don't need him.
Tank ducked his mandatory.
Okay, bro.
And you can't blame it on him trying to fight Devin because he
whatever
ducked
you
it
say,
before.
Bro. You got
he
it,
ducked
fam.
it before he started talking with Devin.
You got it, dog. Go fight Keyshawn for that low-ass purse bid.
Hey, man, go fight whoever without a belt, bro. Because you just gave up your belt to Kid Austin, man.
That's fine.
He ducked that, man.
Bro. That's fine. You out here bad, man. Come back and do better, bro. Man. I'm gonna holler at you, dog.
Salute,
Come back and do better, bro. Come back and do better, fam. God damn, dog. Woo-wee. Y'all boys is out here. Ooh, y'all sad, dog. Hunter on the Hunt. I think I read that. I read that too. Oh, shout out to Brashley, 5 piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. Watch Tank fight in the fall. Oh, I read that. Read that already. We got Dil Pip 5-piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. Tank has Shakur and Haney scattering like cockroaches. Damn. Shout out to Brashley McClendon 5-piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. If Turkey wanted Tank, they would call Al, not fucking Bill Haney. Only Devin D. Rodden fans believe in this shit. That's a good point. Shout out to Clifton with the 2-piece in the super chat. He says, call it right, stand tall. Bro, ninjas got amnesia now. No, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Desmond Johnson with the being a member for 19 straight months. I bet your ass can't make it to 2 years. KO, I just want to know, when is Devin next fight? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. He needs to get into negotiation with Keyshawn if he don't want Tank's offering. That shit gonna be way less motherfucking money. But Devin got options though. Devin got options though. Marcus Warren with the 2-piece in the super chat. Cook KO. We working, bro. Clifton Dennis with the 2-piece in the super chat. Title wasn't up at 44. Fights bigger. The belt. I don't know what the fuck you talking about again, bro. Shout out to P Hunter with the 5-piece in the super chat. He says, why does Al need DHP to be a middleman? Wouldn't Al and Turkey work out the money? Because I am sure Prime and DAZN will want part of this fight. Hey, man, all I know is DHP said they got $30 million. Clifton Dennis with the 2-piece in super chat. Mentioned on Cigar Talk, WBO didn't rule it out. Maybe you missed the point. The point is they were allegedly working on this fight before the WBO interview. Maybe you missed that. If you're working on the fight before the WBO interview, but you're not a licensed WBO promoter, then you're working on a fight that you can't make. They were allegedly trying to make the fight before the mandatory got called and before Gustavo went to the motherfucking Cigar Talk and exposed everything. So while they were allegedly offering up Devin and Shakur for Devin's title, for the people in the back, they were also not a licensed promoter at the time and didn't even have the ability to put on the fucking fight unless Devin was going to drop his belt. And during this time, there was catch weights discussed. During this time, there was a back and forth, and nowhere were they talking about dropping the belt until after the Gustavo interview. That's the point. Wake up, bro. Shout out to Clifton again with the 2-piece in the super chat. WO said they can apply and do it like anyone else. That is not what they said. Again, you need to go back and listen. They said why they were asked a yes or no question was Gustavo. If they apply, will you allow them to do it? He left himself open to tell them fuck no, because instead of saying yes or no, he said, well, why wouldn't I allow them to do it? You got to understand that's a lawyer talking to you. Clifton with the 2-piece. Host making points now. I'm always making points, bro. Clifton with the 2-piece in super chat. Gate selling out anywhere, any price, bro. Shout out to Gadget X, the ghost. 20 of them things. Bow. No Biscuit in the super chat. The fact that Tank made a grown man block him on social media says a lot. They'll spend years calling out Tank's name, but now he's acting like a little sister who got her feelings hurt. If you're confident, why block him? I don't know, bro. Because he's not fucking confident. He don't want to fight. Them niggas ducked, bro. Shout out to Welcome to the Go-Go with the 5-piece in the super chat. Haney a duck is just that simple. Yes, it is that simple, bro. Shout out to Victor with the 5-piece in the super chat. Like boxing hacker, frequent got a hard head, brain damage. Pray, fam. Pray for our brothers. Is there anyone else? 500 people in here, real quick. Please get the likes up to like 400, 500. Where we at on the likes, bro? Where are we at on the motherfucking likes? Please and thank you. We need to get the likes, bro. We need to get the likes all the way up. We got 500 plus people in here, bro. Please get the likes up. 351. I need at least 400. 400. Who next, man? Yeah, you can hype them if you ain't out of lives, bro, or if you ain't out of hypes. Who next, fam? If ain't nobody next, I'm just gonna open up the panel, man. Maybe that'll make y'all brave enough to come up here, bro. Is there no one else? Is there anyone else? Ravens Pitbull, B More, what's up? Yeah, drink. People find that shit entertaining. That's funny though. Anybody else, bro? Oh, we good. Y'all done. Only one Devin Haney fan got some nuts to come up here, huh? Abdul Sadiq with the 2-piece in the super chat. Define Gish Galloping, and you understand the Haney. Reseller says, "What's the link?" It's in the chat for people to come up here. It's in the chat for people to come up here and get smoke if they want smoke. Or if y'all got some smoke about Abdullah Mason, y'all can hit the link for that too. We got Lee Jackson with the 5-piece in the super chat for the grind. I appreciate you, Lee. Thank you. I appreciate you, Lee. Thank you so much. So y'all scared? Y'all just gonna wait for the open panel or some shit? Whatever you want, Clifton. Whatever you want it to be. Link is in the chat. You on a vertical stream. Link is in the chat on the vertical. Link is in the chat for both of them. Here's the problem with y'all Devin Haney fans. Y'all believe that this is somehow supposed to be like a negotiation. Blaze, what's up? Joe Coda, link is in the chat. Y'all believe that this is supposed to be like an even playing. Y'all think this is some Devin and Shakur shit. Y'all think this is some like Devin and Ryan type shit. Y'all are falling into the trap of thinking that your boy got any kind of leverage. And y'all are falling into the trap to think that hey, what's up?
I really have smoke with you, believe it or not. It's not smoke, but I just yesterday on the morning show you had said something about the open judging.
Yeah.
You made some good points, but my whole point is, and it'll be real short, it takes the suspense out of the fight. You know what I'm saying? It takes the suspense out of the fight. So that's my only reason why I really don't like that. But I wanted to let you know that I had smoke for you for the first time.
I got you. I don't think it takes the suspense out of the fight. I think it could add suspense to the fight if a fighter knows he's down, he can really press the issue further. And I think what it takes away is it takes away some of the ability for these guys to get robbed. It takes away some of the ability for these guys to kind of have favorable scoring. Like I think fans can get online and people can boo in the crowd and shit when they see somebody getting cheated or whatever. Like I like that aspect of it. I feel like in a high level competition, you should always know where you at. Like you should know where you at. The fact is, you can think you don't thoroughly outbox a motherfucker and they rob your ass. So that part of it, getting out of the sport of boxing, I would love for that to go the fuck away. So I think it's worth it, bro.
All right, I'll call you later on.
All right, man. Hit me up.
Yes, sir.
Peace. You say the link isn't clickable. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, bro. Come over to the horizontal stream then. If you can't get on it in the vertical stream, come over to the horizontal stream. But you can click that link though, bro. Shout out to whatchamacallit with the 5-piece in the super chat. So first it was Ryan, but he lost. So Dev owed 2 fights now. Bill out here capping, trying to clout chase. Yeah, just lying his motherfucking ass off and niggas is mad and they can't prove it. But y'all hate watching my shit though. Y'all know y'all can't take up for this shit, bro. Shout out to P Hunter with the 5-piece in the super chat. It says headed to the crib tomorrow. No more walking out at 3 a.m. to catch these live. Yeah, bro. Waking up at 3 a.m. to catch you live. I appreciate you, bro. Safe travels, fam. Safe travels, dog. Intellect, what's up, bro? I'm waiting on you, Clifton. I'm waiting on you. Link is in the chat. Link been in the chat. Tamara Ware, who's a female, because her name's Tamara, says blocking Tank was some female type shit. And she's a female, telling you that was very feminine. All right, Cliff, I see you. I see you, bro. You can turn your camera off. I don't think we need to look up. Yeah, I see you, Cliff. You can turn your camera off. I don't think we need to look up at the ceiling. Let's see if you do better than Frequent. What's up? After this one, y'all, I'm gonna open up the link. I'm gonna open up the panel. What's up, Cliff? What's good?
It's good. It's good. Good. You can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. So I mean, where we at?
Whatever
What
you,
you want?
whatever you want. You hit the link. There's
I
your smoke. What you want to talk about?
now try piggy. Then let's piggyback. Let's piggyback the Tank. The Devin Shakur. Let's piggyback that topic.
Okay, go ahead.
So no, can you go first? What's your position? What's your beef with Devin and that in this situation?
Beef?
So,
And
yeah,
which one?
or wherever you want
So
to
I'll
start.
talk about what I'm talking about today, since it's the topic of the show. Devin
All
Haney
right.
should be doing whatever the fuck he need to do to get the fight with Tank Davis. He should accept that 70-30 offer, whether it's for this year, whether it's for early next year. He should get that shit locked in and get it cracking. That's my overall stance. Anything else is a duck. Asking for 50-50, a duck. Trying to make some fake ass bogus offer back to him, a duck. That's my stance.
Absolutely. So I can't even argue on that because he is the B side. Tank is face of boxing type outside of Canelo. So how can I really just like I can't really push back? He needs to make that fight, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the biggest fight for anybody. And if you get Tank knocking at your door or willing to answer the door, if you knocking out his door, you got to do what you got to do to make it happen. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you win that fight or and get past that task, the sky's the limit. So anybody that try to really push back on that is foolish, and you just can't win that debate. So let's move on to the Shakur. What's your stance on that?
That fight won't happen because Devin and Shakur could never fight because Devin and Shakur are WBO and Zuffa's not a WBO licensed promoter. And Bill Haney
So
has lied throughout the entire time with these negotiations. His story has switched up a lot. So unless Devin Haney drops that belt, that fight was never real. And if he's gonna
yeah,
drop the belt, if he's gonna drop the belt for anybody, it should be for the bigger and better fight, which will be Gervonta Tank Davis. But I don't think that shit is going anywhere as long as Devin continues to hold on to that belt that he has. Because
so
Zuffa can't put on the fight.
yeah, so what the point, the money is is more than the belts, and these fighters we've been talking about at this point in their career are bigger than the belts. So why are you using the belt as leverage to?
Because Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson aren't bigger than the belt. We're talking about a guy in Shakur that just did $3.7 million live gate, no real pay-per-view numbers to speak of. And we're talking about Devin Haney, who's fought on 2 undercards in his last 2 fights. He hasn't been a main event fighter in 2 years. He is not bigger than the belts. Guys that are bigger than the belts would be Canelo Alvarez, who you bought up, Tank Davis, who you bought up. Anthony Joshua heavyweight would probably be another name that you could bring up. You can't be bigger than the belts when you're fighting on undercards, and you can't be bigger than the belts when you can't sell pay-per-views, bro. The bigger than the belt conversation is for guys that are like some of the most popular, biggest and best in the sports when they draw in, no matter who they fighting. And Devin
Yeah,
Haney and Shakur Stevenson don't fit that mold, bro.
yeah, when you're talking like literally, technically, or if you want to put it into certain context, you're right. But if you want to take it out of context, or if you just want to put it in the proper context that I'm trying to put it in, when you got the correct dance partner, Shakur and Devin, if there was a belt on the line or not, I don't think that's going to influence or affect the sales, the buys, the money. I don't know why you would think that's so. If you have the correct dance partner, the belt is going to be like secondary. It's going to be an afterthought. So to try to leverage why Devin should do X, Y, or Z based on a belt, or we ain't gonna look at it like this or like that until Devin drops the belt is irrelevant, because if they drop the money on the table, that's enough. If Zuffa was to sponsor this fight and give Devin $100 million deal, and this is one of the fights to that deal, or however the pay scale is I don't know what how much he'll make off that fight, or if they'll put him into a deal or whatnot. But as desperate as the Haneys are acting to make this Shakur fight, it leads you to believe is something that satisfies them,
But they're not
and
asking. They're not acting desperate though, bro. If they were
they
acting
are
desperate,
acting very desperate.
no, they would drop that belt. They're not that like they're holding
Why?
on to the belt. They're holding on to it right now. They can't fight
Why?
Shakur with the belt. So why are you holding it if you plan on fighting Shakur? If you
Can I
really
answer
going
that?
after Shakur, why do you have the belt still?
They're holding on to the belt because Shakur has not accepted the fight. Shakur is doing everything but saying, let's
Accepted
fight.
the
What
fight.
they say, I
Accepted the
say
fight from
everything
who
but
though,
let's
bro?
fight
Accepted the fight from who though?
from Devin. That's why they're
Who's
holding on
offering
to
the
the.
fight? Who's offering the fight on Devin's behalf though?
See, that's where we got to read between the lines and look through the politics of the sport.
Yeah.
If you ask me from watching, all the pundits and stuff when you was talking to the
Mhm.
last caller, it
Mhm.
looks to me like Zuffa is trying to let them negotiate behind the scenes and them to get it
But
together before.
Zuffa can't put on the fight.
Because you know, in your eyes, they can't put on the fight because you keep trying to put the belt into the equation.
No,
I,
Zuffa cannot put on the fight with Devin Haney as the belt. So you might as well drop that
yeah,
motherfucker.
that's what I'm saying
And
because
Zuffa's been allegedly, and this is why I believe what I believe. They were quote unquote, according to Devin Haney and Bill Haney, trying to work on the fight for the belt before we even found out what Gustavo Olivieri said. That's a huge red flag. That's a huge part of the argument that people are refusing to acknowledge. Because if it was real, when they were quote unquote trying to work on the fight and putting out all these offers that they still haven't spoke on, mind you, then how were they doing that when they knew that they couldn't do it under the WBO rules?
don't you
That's a big part.
understand?
That's a big part that nobody's getting, bro.
But don't you understand that the whole leverage, the whole floor to your argument is all held up by a belt? You don't think that if Shakur and Devin was offered the money to fight on Zuffa for the most money in their career, if they really wanted to make that fight, the belts, they will drop the belts. Shakur just dropped the belt
No, because Devin is
to
still
fight
because
for
Devin has
Turkey
not
in
said that
them.
he is willing to drop that belt. The moment his mandatory got announced, he said, Keyshawn, let's go. So he has
Stop
not
it.
said the only thing he has been saying he's willing to do is I'll meet you at 144. He has not said he's willing to drop the belt. Shakur literally just told him, hey, drop the belt so we can get it cracking.
Oh
What you waiting
my
on,
God.
Billy boy? And they ain't
You
dropped
don't
that shit.
you the most disingenuous that I've ever heard you right now, because let me get this out, you being
Mhm.
super disingenuous, because if
Mhm.
Devin is so held bent to hold on to that belt, then he doesn't negotiate with Shakur, he doesn't negotiate with Tank, he just fights Keyshawn. He's reason why, that's how you know that the belt
But
isn't.
he's not negotiating with them, Cliff, and I'm not being disingenuous.
Whoa, he's not
He's not
negotiating with them.
negotiating with them.
You
He's fake
just told us he was
negotiation. He's
negotiating with
faking
Tank.
negotiations with Tank Davis right now with these fake ass offers that you know are fucking bullshit. That's not real negotiations when you on social media trying to win a fucking narrative. Why didn't you tell Al Heyman that, Bill? Why didn't you tell Al Heyman about that offer? Why every time when you talk about Al is so respectful, but you get on here and get braggadocious on social media because you're trying to paint a narrative? As far as Shakur Stevenson, no one is confirming this shit. No one is like, yo, I'm putting money up for this fight. That's not me being
Yeah, that's why
disingenuous.
you
That's just
no,
me
that's why you got to
knowing
read
who
between the
the players are,
lines.
bro. Say what?
What's his name? Sean Zattel, a whole bunch of other people. They because Zuffa hasn't came out, right, and they haven't really said that they will
When
be
have
the
you
one.
known Zuffa or Turkey Al-Sheikh to be quiet on something they're working on? Dana
Listen,
White, my nigga.
you
Turkey Al-Sheikh is like, yeah, we're gonna work on this fight, but let's just keep it under wraps. We don't want to tell nobody.
well the
Since
thing of
when?
I don't know, but the thing about it is Zuffa has
No,
this.
you gotta answer that.
I'm
Because
trying to.
you
I'm
throw the
trying
big
to.
thing of disingenuous at
I'm
me.
trying.
How
Yeah,
in the
because
fuck is this the one time you know Turkey, you know Dana White, two of the most braggadocious, confident people when it comes to telling you what they doing and what they got going on that we have in all the combat sports. They got all this shit going on, and they choosing to report it through Bill Haney and Sean Zattel and all these third-party sources instead of coming out and telling it themselves. But when it's Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia, they banging their chest that they trying to make that fight. When it's Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, they banging their chest that they trying to make that fight. But this is the one fight where they're like, look, we ain't gonna say nothing. We're gonna play it cool behind the scenes, and we're just gonna do it under wraps. I don't believe that shit, bro.
You gotta
I
let
don't
me
believe
go.
that at all.
That was straight what you said. It has some merit, but you gotta let me respond if you want to know what the perspective. The thing is, said they was coming into the sport with principle. They was coming to the sport with structure. These two, Shakur and Devin, they not trying to meet at 47. They not trying to meet at 40. They trying to meet at 44, and they doing everything that goes against what the precedent that Zuffa put down that they were going to do. Zuffa act like they was coming into this sport to put structure into boxing. So to allow these two guys to negotiate the way they negotiating, that goes totally against what Zuffa is trying to basically promote. That they're basically saying that they're going to eliminate this type of shit out of boxing.
So they're gonna eliminate this type of shit out of boxing. That's their morals. That's their principles. That's whatever. Yet you believe that two fighters that are doing this so publicly, going against everything that Zuffa believes in, those two fighters, Zuffa is also behind the scenes putting up money for the fight while not speaking about it.
That's why they not gonna speak about it, because if they do come out here and they tag themselves and brand themselves behind this type of bullshit, it makes them look bad. Like y'all know different for the sport.
So they're ashamed. They're ashamed to say anything about it publicly, but behind the scenes, they really doing everything they can to make the fight.
If they could get these two guys, which is like, even if they not the two faces or one or the faces or the top three type of guys, if they could get these two guys on a team, it's a very big deal for them, and it pushes them ahead of a lot of promoters. So yes, they would like to have them.
So the dude that believes in dictatorship, Turkey Al-Sheikh, and the dude that believes in controlling everything and believes in monopoly, and Dana White, those two dudes are allowing people to publicly go against what the fuck they really want to have happen while still funding them to do so.
But that's why it's $100 million contract, because once you, or whatever the real number is, because once you get them to sign the contract and get this fight, now they owe you X amount of fights after this, and now you got them, and now you dictate who they fight and where they fight. So they just need them to get in the ring together. You get two of the biggest superstars in the ring under your banner. Now you got a leg up on a lot of the promoters. You already got, Hitchens, you got some guys going over there. You got some ground. You picking up ground
to get these. Is gonna give you a leg up over guys that got Abdullah, Mason, Jerron, Ennis, David Benavidez, and motherfucking Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. You believe that?
Gervonta ain't fighting how long? David Benavidez is already working with them.
Do you believe that?
Abdullah Mason
is working with who?
He already fought on the ring card.
But he screwed Turkey over and when it made the Zerto fight behind his back. What I'm trying to understand, bro, and what you're not making sense to me on, Cliff, is this, bro. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Is what you're saying Dana White and Turkey are doing, it doesn't match their personality. It doesn't match who they've been this entire time. Two guys that believe in total control or allowing two fighters that they quote unquote have a deal with to just go out here rogue and do a bunch of shit that goes against the vision of their company. The same Dana White that wouldn't have that shit from guys like John Jones, guys like Conor fucking McGregor. He's gonna let Shakur and fucking Devin do it.
I see what you're saying, but boxing is a different. Because boxing is a different sport. So, but I see what you're saying. It doesn't match with their character and the criteria that they set. That's why they can't publicly attach themselves to it. But you're ignoring that. You're saying this don't go with their MO. Yeah, it doesn't go with their MO. That's why they're not publicly attaching themselves to the bullshit.
So do you think that that's more likely, or could it be more likely that that all of this shit is a smoke screen from Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson? Like, do you think it's more likely that because of how Dana White and motherfucking Turkey Al-Sheikh are acting, you think it's more likely that they really funding these niggas behind the scenes, but they just ain't saying nothing? Or do you think it's more likely that they not funding them? Because here's the other thing. If they funding them and they want the structure, niggas want to see Shakur versus motherfucking O'Shaquie. Why they ain't put no money up for that?
Nobody don't want to see that. They know they why they gonna put up money for that when it's not gonna pay the bill? It's not gonna pay the bill. Bro. It's not gonna pay the bill.
Nobody want to see Devin. Nobody want to see Devin versus Keyshawn either, huh?
Nah, people want to see that, but they want to see Devin and Shakur. See,
So
Devin and Shakur.
wouldn't
Let,
that
let
be
me
along the
answer the
lines?
question. You got
Wouldn't
to let
that
me
be
answer.
along the lines of a vision? Devin and Keyshawn, no rehydration clause, 147. Why didn't you put no money up for that?
Devin and Shakur recruits the casuals and the hardcores. Everybody comes. If you
Wow,
put
bro.
if you put Devin and Shakur, my girl, she ain't a boxing fan. She knows Devin
The
from
mental gymnastics right now are crazy, Cliff. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You asking questions, but you don't want them answered. You gotta let them get answered. If you let
Yeah.
if Devin and Shakur fights, it brings everybody. The casual people know Devin from
What
dealing
evidence
with.
do you have to support that, bro? Devin is fighting on fucking undercards, bro. What are you talking about?
I just try to use my girl as an example. People know Devin Haney from getting whooped by Ryan. They know him from dealing with all the Instagram little thoughts that he deal with. People
But
know
he lost
Devin.
all that
People
motion
don't
by
know
being stuck
Keyshawn.
in
People don't know
Saudi Arabia
Keyshawn.
for 2 years, bro.
He was on that undercard not because of like, see, that's just not fair. That's not right. Devin was
What
on
you
the
mean?
undercard. He was on the undercard to Benavidez, not because he deserved to be on the undercard. Just the way Shakur was on the undercard for Berlanga. They didn't
What do you mean? David
let
Benavidez is a
me
bigger
answer.
name than
Let me
David
answer it.
Benavidez is
Don't
a bigger
let me
name than
answer.
Devin right
They
now. What
was
do you mean he
on
didn't
that.
deserve to be on that undercard?
They were not under undercard because the way boxing is traditionally set up. They were only on the undercard like that because Turkey Ali Sheik is a casual fan who likes to end his events with a knockout. So he didn't want to
But
put
you just said Devin bring in the casuals.
Oh my God! But
How
Turkey
he
is
bring
a
in the casuals,
Turkey.
but they put
Turkey isn't
but
a
David got on the card because of the casuals.
you because
What are you talking about, bro?
Turkey came to the game, to the boxing game with his own rules and his own money, so he gets what he wants. Turkey likes heavyweights. He likes knockouts.
You know
He
what else?
wanted
You know what else people
he
wanted, Cliff?
wanted yo. Just let me get it out. It's gonna take
You know
two
what else people
seconds.
wanted, Cliff? They wanted to see David Benavidez over Devin Haney because he's kicking his ass in views from that
No,
card.
that's not what it was. Turkey just wanted to close it out with a knockout. That's why.
Right.
Why would Berlanga and Shiraz from overseas ever be the main event on an American card over Shakur Stevenson, Black versus Mexican? That don't even sound right. The only reason why they did that is because Turkey throws his money around and gets his way. And never in
I don't
history
disagree
with
with
top.
that one.
And
I don't
never.
disagree with that one. I'll
Oh,
give
oh,
you that one, but you wrong on the Devin Haney shit, and I'll
but
prove it to you.
it's similar. It's almost the
It's
same
not similar
thing.
at all.
It's
You wrong on
another
the Devin Haney
overseas.
shit,
It's
and
another
I'll prove it to you.
overseas Anthony Yard that we
How
do
many
not
people watch
know,
this fight, Cliff? What
brother.
them views say right
With
there?
I don't know, but I know this. I know when
What
I
them
watched
views
that.
say right there? Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
What them
yeah.
views say on David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard?
I gotta zoom in. I don't know what you could just tell me.
2.4 million.
Okay, so what's your point? What you got a comparison?
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
But the point I'm trying to make is that's just some Turkey Al Sheikh shit. That don't never happen when the regular promoters is doing it. They is never gonna put Anthony Yard as a main event, Shiraz as a main
While
event
you
on a
talking,
pay-per-view.
Devin Haney
Come
couldn't even
on,
get a
my
million.
boy.
Devin
What?
Haney and Brian Norman couldn't even get a million. David
But
Benavidez was on that card,
okay. I
and he
got
was.
you.
Hold on, let
Has
me finish. Let me cook. Hold on. What I'm saying is, David Benavidez bought into casuals, and people want to see him fucking fight more than they want to see Devin the Dream Haney fight. All I'm going at is this notion that you have that Devin Haney is going to bring out the casual fans, that people are just dying to
with the
watch
right
Devin Haney.
dance part, with the no, the
David
right dance
Benavidez
partner,
is
with
not
the right
the
dance
David
partner.
Benavidez is not the only one that did him dirty in views that night. So did Abdullah Mason. So did Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. He's not cracking like that, bro.
So you saying
He's not cracking like that, bro.
so you saying Devin had the least watched fight on that whole pay-per-view?
On that whole card, do you believe me?
If you say it, man, I mean, but I would never have thought that.
Yeah, 100%. By Abdullah Mason, 2 million views. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, 1 point something million views. Niggas ain't checking for Devin, bro.
Say Devin's views. Where you guys show your evidence? Because are you just saying this to win an argument, or is this facts?
Okay, I got you, bro. I'm glad that you asked.
I mean, that's kind of crazy.
So Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr., 909,000 views.
Jesus.
Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Nobody even knows him. There ain't no way he got more views than Devin.
I know, bro. That shit. I know. Don't nobody know that nigga at all. Don't nobody care about him. Don't nobody know him.
Yeah, they're
He
no
fight.
low
He
120
fighting a little.
pounder,
He fighting a little bitty
118
ass weight
pounder.
class or whatever.
Yeah, it's
1.8.
crazy.
1.8 million views.
8.8 million. Damn. And Abdullah's fight was more than Devin's too. That's crazy.
Hold on, I got you. You ain't got to take my word for
Yeah,
it, bro. Like,
so you don't think that Brian Norman and Devin led led that promotion? Because I ain't hear nothing about
clearly they
Sam Noakes and
didn't.
Abdullah. I didn't hear
clearly
nothing
they didn't.
about.
Here go Abdullah and Sam Noakes right here. 2.3 million.
Wow. That must be that UK shit, that
No, that's
Mexico
what
shit.
happens. No, I
That
tell you what
must
it
be
is.
that free
That's
YouTube
what
shit.
happens.
That
That's what
that
happens when you let
there must be
somebody.
some.
That's
It must
what
be
happens
some.
when you let somebody stifle your fucking value and throw your own motherfucking undercard.
Yeah, you trying to cook me, but that's some type of criteria that isn't really explained right. It must be taken out of context because that must be Mexico, that must be the UK watching shit for free. Because there ain't no fucking way
All of
that
them watching shit for free. That was all on the same Ring Magazine YouTube channel. They're all on the same channel.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's different than going to watch a fight live, paying for it on the zone the
No
same
one
night
could go to the
of.
fights.
That's
The
different.
fights was in Saudi Arabia, bro.
It was on the zone, is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is to see what's that, the replay, to put the replay views to make your argument is different than what people were paying to see live, is what I'm trying to say. And the fact that
No
even the
one was there
replays,
live. Devin Haney doesn't have any numbers in 2 years live, bro. 2
yo,
years.
so let
He
me
has
so
no
let
numbers for 2 years.
Let me cook you on that. Devin Haney has been pay-per-view since Lomachenko. We never seen Anthony Yard as pay-per-view, and we barely seen him main event. And we seen him versus Better
Cliff,
Biv.
did you hear what I said, bro?
You said Devin ain't
I said he
been
hasn't been a main event fighter in 2 years.
right, but you're talking about a pay-per-view guy. And this is not traditional
He's not. He
boxing.
hasn't been a pay-per-view guy in 2 years.
And this ain't unconventional. This new system that you're talking about, where Devin Haney is being undercard to Anthony Yard and David Benavidez, is unconventional,
No, it's
rich
not, because
oil
David
money.
Benavidez is a main event fighter. He just main evented with Zerto on Cinco de Mayo.
David
He
Benavidez
pushed.
is.
He
David
pushed
Benavidez
Canelo
has
off of his own
pay-per-view
fucking
with
base.
cable. David Benavidez has pay-per-view with Caleb Plant, Boo Boo Andres. I know what David Benavidez is capable of. He can do that. All right. David Benavidez is a fair argument, but at the same time, if you're Berlanga, I've never seen a pay-per-view before Canelo. He is main eventing on free ESPN at cards. That this is just we. What I'm trying to say is this format that you're trying to use to explain your point is unconventional. Rich billionaire oil money, Saudi Arabia trying to re-rock the sport. Shit, that's not the way boxing has ever been ran. So
I
to
know
look
how
at
boxing has been ran is you fight in your market. And what I'm telling you is to go back full circle. This all started when you said they're gonna bring in the casuals. What I'm telling you is to bring it back full circle, because I got people. I'm gonna let them up here. We're gonna open up the panel just to land the plane real quick. Is that when you're fighting on undercards in the middle of the street in Times Square, where people can't buy tickets to your fight, and you on the undercard. When you go across the world, a kid from California, Nevada, wherever the fuck you want to be from, depending on the day, and you go to fight on Saudi Arabia on the undercard, that is going to hurt your market value. There is a reason why nobody wanted to bid on the Sandor Martin fight. There's a reason why Top Rank is able to play the game they're playing with him right now. No one's rushing
and
to
you're
get the
ignoring
fucking
the
fight done.
you're ignoring
No
the
one's
point that
rushing. No one's rushing to get the fight done. If that was anybody else with a big name, imagine.
But you're ignoring
Somebody
the point
says,
that I said Devin Haney needs the right dance partner. He's not that big of a name where you could just throw him in there. Like Tank could fight Pitbull, Rolly, Roach, Frank Martin. Anybody Tank fight, he's gonna do 250,000 pay-per-view
so
buys,
then
right?
why did you say
Devin
that
is not that,
Devin
and
would bring out the motherfucking?
nobody's saying that Devin is
Why did
that.
you say that Devin would bring out the fucking casual.
When you put Devin Haney with the right dance partner, I said it supersedes a belt. So for you to make your whole argument based on a belt, when Devin Haney has the right dance partner in front of him, is bullshit. If you put Devin Haney in the
If
ring with a
Shakur
Ryan
Stevenson
Garcia, a Shakur
was the
Stevenson, a
right
Tank
dance
Davis, a
partner,
belt
then you
doesn't
would
matter no
have this
more.
motherfucking fight. They have been trying to quote unquote make this fight for 3 months with one of the most well-funded, the only government funding entity in boxing, can't seem to put up enough money for these fighters to agree to fight.
I see you.
And that same people are not talking about it. They're
I'm
not
gonna leave
crying
it.
about it. They're not
We
giving deadlines about it. They quiet as a church mouse, yet you believe them.
Nah, I'm
Crazy.
listen. I'm just gonna leave it here
Crazy,
for you open up the panel. This is I'm gonna leave it here, and we could move forward because you got your narrative and you gonna stick to your narrative.
Not
But
a narrative, bro.
it's a lot of it's a lot of context and there's a lot of reading between the lines that really needs to be done here. It's a lot of new shit going on in boxing that is manipulating the way things are traditionally done. But let's just look at you for an example. You yourself, the way that because you're a whole channel and you have views, you have all of that. Who's giving out of if you had to go through your top 5 topics or boxers that you choose to headline on your channel, and you was gonna mention the top 5, Devin Haney, I know it because I be on YouTube. He's got to be in your top 5, and he's probably in your top 3. If you put Devin Haney leading in your title, Gervonta Davis, I don't know who would be. I don't know who they are, but I know your top 5 is gotta have Devin Haney in it. You not putting in no David Benavidez ain't making you more money on this fucking shit. And now I'm not a pocket watcher. David Benavidez, Barlanga, Anthony Yard, Shiraz, probably maybe Shakur's close. But if it ain't Shakur, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, Canelo, there's a handful of guys that you personally make bank off. Devin Haney is on your list. A lot of them guys you're talking about, Bam Rodriguez, Abdullah Mason, none of them ain't giving you the views and giving you they're not putting that in your pocket, and you know
what is your point, bro?
My point is, you already know if you want to be honest or not. Devin Haney moves the needle more than a Bam, more than Abdullah, more than a sidekick for Benavidez like a Anthony Yard, more than a Belinga, more than a Shiraz. And if you made a show saying today or tomorrow, Devin Haney and Shakur, breaking news, you lit, your chat, your live is gonna get popping. Devin Haney and Tank, your shit is lit. Devin Haney is lighting up your channel anytime he drops breaking news.
Here's a couple of things.
You know that.
I got you. Here's a couple of things. Number one, your views on YouTube has nothing to do with your market value when it comes to selling tickets in the arena or selling pay-per-views. Just because, and I've expressed it, I don't know why Devin Haney fans are people that try to argue on behalf of Devin don't like understand this, bro. The fact that he's popping on YouTube or he's popping on Twitter, that does not translate over to what you're doing when it comes to these live gate numbers or generating revenue. Ryan Garcia is popping on social media. He's popping on social media. He has more Instagram followers than all of them, I believe. However, when it comes down to selling tickets, when it comes down to selling pay-per-views, he only ever did it with Tank Davis, really. And him and Devin did okay. So I don't know why Devin Haney like to use, y'all talk about him, so that means he's a big name. He's good on social media. Cause y'all will come to YouTube, y'all will talk about him, y'all will argue for him, all of that shit. But he's not translating to the box office because he's fighting in places the last 2 years where y'all are unable to go to his fights. And then before that, y'all didn't show up for Regis. He only had 50,000 pay-per-view buys. Y'all didn't really show up for Loma. He only had 150,000 pay-per-view buys. So he's good on YouTube. He's good on social media. No one takes that away from him. A hot topic. Always has been. Because of who he's tied to and who you want to see him fight. But when it comes time to go to them live gates, people don't buy his tickets, bro. So I don't know what point you thought you were trying to make, but it landed flat, bro. What's up to everybody up here, man?
I got you. Yo,
What's
salute, man. I
on,
love your
bro?
content.
What's happening,
What's
man?
up? What's up? What's up?
I'm gonna
Salute,
stick around.
salute.
Hey, we got
I,
like
Salute.
20
Salute.
minutes. So I'm just gonna let y'all rock.
I,
I want to
I
walk
just
back
want
a
to
point
speak
that
on
I
the Tank
made, bro.
situation and the
Let me
Devin
walk back.
situation to what Cliff was saying, if I could.
Let,
Oh boy, here we go.
let me walk back.
Go ahead,
Look,
I'm
one
listening.
thing.
And then
All
Paige,
right.
go ahead, Paige. After him. Go ahead.
I, yeah, just real quick. I just want to say, man, this is disgusting. Listening to this dude defend Devin, the cape he got on is just choking him to death, and it's just nasty. We talking about, we talking about, we talking about a guy that I was in New York. I was standing right behind Bill, right before they did that sucker shit and jump Tiger. I was standing right behind Bill when he told Keyshawn, handle your business, and then we'll make it happen. 2 fights later, 6 months later, this nigga's talking about we won't fight unless we got both brothers. But now the nigga you've been chasing, the fight of your dreams, your big brother, the dude you look up to, G Money, got you out here acting out of character. You sitting here talking about 70-30 ain't enough. Are you fucking kidding me? You just fought fucking Brian Norman, a nigga from East Atlanta that nobody fucking knows. No disrespect. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? The dude fought his way to a championship, but come on, let's be real. Now all of a sudden you deserve more. Bill talking about 15 guaranteed. Who the fuck is putting up that money for this fight? Who the hell is gonna do that?
He
He's
said
just sitting out here
DHP.
throwing up numbers, and these dudes just eating this shit up. And now he's talking about Davis and Davis. Nigga, fight Keyshawn. That's your mandatory. That's your number one. But me personally, the only thing I disagree with what you said, KO. I agree with everything else you said. The only thing I disagree with what you said, bro, is I actually think Devin is going to duck and drop that belt. I think he's going to duck.
Oh
I
no,
don't know about
you
fighting
don't disagree
Shakur.
with me. You don't disagree with me because I see that shit coming too. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, my bad. I don't think he gonna drop it and fight Shakur because Shakur ain't finna fight this dude. You know what I'm saying? So I
He gonna
think
say
he's
they
just gonna drop
lowballed
the
him. They
belt and go
finna.
elsewhere.
I'm gonna say this, Maniac. What I see happening, because they got like 15 days or whatever. It's already been like a week since the shit got ordered or whatever. The fact that they ain't in negotiations right now, Top Rank know they ain't got no competition for that bid. They finna lowball his ass.
Yep.
They finna
Oh well,
lowball the
shit.
fuck out of him.
What your shit? What I might have misheard you. My bad, Dan. Well, you know what I'm saying, and that's what's crazy. How the fuck is 70-30 not enough? But you finna go into a purse bid, and they finna definitely give you way less
So
than that.
he got options. He got options.
You know what I'm saying? They just out here
He
saying
got
anything,
options.
and
Nigga.
it
What
just
you
don't make no
mean?
sense, bro. But yeah, I
Crazy,
yield the
man.
mic, bro.
Already paid. What up, paid?
What up?
Detroit
What
in
up,
this
bro?
beat. What's up,
What
bro?
up, son? No, I was gonna say, bro, I don't see that Shakur and Devin fighting happening either, bro, because you gotta think again with the situation with Gustavo and what he said. If either one of them plan on making a fight, both of them gonna have to drop their belt. It ain't gonna be just no one person. Both of them gonna have to drop their belt in order for them to make that fight. Whether it's Shakur talking about because again, I'm pretty sure if they sign in the Zuffa, they're gonna sign them, and eventually, pretty much, damn near everybody that go over there ended up getting stripped. And another point I wanted to make was, I wanted to walk back something I said. I think it was like after the fight with Abdullah Mason, I went back and watched that fight with him and Albert Bell, and I kind of thought I gave Albert Bell a lot of more rounds than I thought I should have when I went back and watched it the second time. Um, yeah, Abdullah was up on all three of them judges' scorecards before the stoppage.
Yeah, he was.
So for people that's saying that Albert Bell would have won, I know because I was in agreement with Jupe as well. I was in agreement with her during that time. So I can't agree on that no more. Yeah, he definitely he was definitely up on all three of the Georgia scorecards before the stoppage. So even if the ref didn't wave the fight off, Abdullah still would have won the fight.
Already. We ain't had Rich up here in a minute. Rich, what's up?
What's up, Nod? I wanted to holler at you about something because
I'm listening, fam.
I keep
Here we
hearing you
go.
run around here spreading rumors and stuff like
You
that
said somebody
Abdullah.
spreading rumors.
Yeah, this is a big rumor that you spreading. And then you got
I'm
your
spreading
peoples.
rumors. Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead, dog.
He said you running around here. He
Nah,
said I keep
I'm
hearing you
listening.
running
nah.
around here.
I'm listening. Talk to me. Talk to me, man.
You keep coming around talking about Abdullah Mason and Boots and all this stuff. They just they got a bunch of fans. They drawing in all this money. They more popular than Devin Shakur.
When I say they're drawing in money now, when I say that,
okay. I just want to know, where do you get this stuff from that Abdullah and Boots is doing better than Shakur?
Because they actually
what numbers weight and the numbers and views and whatever you want to like where at?
So Shakur Stevenson did good with his live gate in January against Team Elite Food Telefimu, 3.7 million. No one's taking away from him. What I'm saying is, since January, what the fuck he got going on? What I'm saying about Devin Haney is, what the fuck he got going on since November last year? Abdullah and Jerron Boots are showing up and showing out right now. Abdullah just headlined on TNT, True TV, and DAZN all at the same time. He just put 9,000 people in his first hometown show in Cleveland, Ohio. Jerron Boots just headlined in New York and went crazy with Xander Zayas. And they're capturing the imagination of the people right now, while guys like your guy, Shakur Stevenson, we'll leave it on him since that's what you want to talk about, is coming out here and he ain't built on the Team Alifu shit. He's just sitting around. Him and Devin have not done shit in 2026, really, outside of January, and neither one of them took no punishment. Devin won that fight clear and easy, didn't take a lot of punishment. Shakur won his fight clear and easy, didn't take a lot of punishment. And they fucking chilling, bro. Abdullah is passing them niggas by, and so is Jerron Boots Ennis. That's what I'm saying. And fans, I'll land it here, and I'll give it back to you. And fans right now want to see that style of fighting, the way those boys fight, way more than they interested in a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson fighting style, bro. And so are the network and the motherfucking promoters too.
I can't say that, man. I can't agree with that. Because Shakur just fought this year, like literally 6 months ago. Yeah, I can see where you get with the Devin from you. That's why I shouldn't even threw Devin in the wake. That's
it's going on almost 6 months, Rich. It's 6 months, Rich. But you know it's really longer than that, because you still don't have a fight announced. So we can at least put 8 months on it. Then as another month goes by, we can at least put 9 months on it, because you got to announce a fight and have camp. So you can say 6 months right now, but you know it's really 8, because ain't no fight announcement came, and you got to go to camp.
And then when the fight announcement come in and he do numbers and all that stuff, then what you gonna say?
Depends on how he performs. What if he doesn't live up to how Jerron Boots Ennis and Abdullah Mason performs? What if his fight is behind? What if they put him? Hold on, I got you. What if they put him behind a paywall and there's not as many eyeballs on him as there are Shakur Stevenson? I mean, as there are Abdullah Mason, as there are with Jerron Boots Ennis. What if he can't outsell what Jerron Boots Ennis and Xander did, bro? People don't like the way he fight, fam.
I mean, he already did it this year. I think he outsold both of them.
Yeah, him and Team Alifu.
So that just be just another adding to whatever he got going on. He's still outdoing them. You making it seem like them niggas outdoing him right now.
They are to a lot of people, myself included.
2026, Shakur sold more than both of them.
Shakur Stevenson has the live gate numbers. He has that, bro. But Abdullah Mason and Jerron Boots Ennis right now got more motion, bro. They like people are caring about them more. They're going more viral right now. People are talking about them more in good ways, bro. That's what I'm saying.
A week ago, they just fought in the last.
Yes,
days.
And Shakur Stevenson is fighting on Twitter. It's the point I'm making.
Come on, man. We're gonna see if this same talking point be there in 30 days. Because we talking about something this shit brand new.
I hope your boy makes a fight, Rich. I hope he makes a fight soon. But what's up, y'all? Somebody else talk to me. What's good?
Yo.
Yo, what up?
What up, man? What's up, man? What's up with that 55-45 offer, man? What's that? That shit real?
Who they talking?
It's dark, man.
I don't know why your shit ain't lighting up like you talking, but that shit ain't real. It's from DHP. They got $30 million.
Man, they said, I don't know, they talking like shit. Both fighters was getting 15 million. Tank was getting his biggest payday.
Who is they?
Let's see, I think I did hear from Bill. I don't know. So
okay, then my nigga, like, come on, bro. And then when we really boil it down, if Canelo Alvarez send you an offer, do you offer something back or do you take what the fuck he tell you?
Shit. It just depend on where I don't know, man. Like, man, I ain't no dev fan, but I mean, look, I would say this. I will say this. Like, if Tank ain't fighting until next year,
that's really what the technical.
If Tank ain't fighting until next year,
I can't let that go. Number one, Tank has refuted that, but number two, even if that's true, why not just take the offer so you can lock the fight in?
I mean, shit. If he had him on the list, he was trying to really fight him. I mean, I would take the offer, and if I beat him, then if he want a rematch, then I'll run the show.
This is what y'all got to understand about the 70-30. The split based on their numbers should really be 80-20. They're offering him more than what he's worth. What y'all also have to understand is this world that y'all live in, where Tank Davis' team is about to entertain an offer from a nigga that's fighting on undercards. It's crazy. Like that's like this nigga is fighting on undercards. And y'all expect him to be like, yeah, nigga, we gonna run the fight through DHP with no network.
Is it true that it ain't no guaranteed money though? They saying PBC ain't got no money.
Man, that's bullshit. They all when somebody ever fought Tank Davis and they didn't get guaranteed their biggest payday, bro.
No, I wasn't talking about Tank. I'm talking about that Rolly shit, like with the Rolly situation.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't like a motherfucker. What up?
But no, I was gonna so. Let's go with the situation saying, okay, Bill Haney's he has the 30 million for them. What fucking network are they fighting on?
I don't know. Some fake ass network, maybe Triller, fucking BLK Prime or some shit.
And that's what makes the shit look fishy, because it's like my nigga, y'all know, and that's why I'm trying to get more. I don't think people keep yelling this Turkey shit. But if we all can remember back in the back, I think it was Turkey had tweeted something, because Devin had said, "Hey Turkey, can we make this fight?" Turkey's laid out his plans. None of them plans included Devin at all. But niggas keep talking about Turkey is backing Devin. How the fuck is this nigga backing him when he hasn't said shit about nothing that Bill has been talking about. He hasn't quoted nothing that Bill talking about before.
Hey, real quick.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, hold on, real quick while you cooking. I just, the whatever money that PBC do or don't have, it's enough for Brother Ramiro versus Team Malifu just got announced for August 22nd. So they broke his shit. They ain't got no money. The offer's horrible or whatever. But Rolly and Team Malifu just got made. So whatever.
Let me say something after this. They said, but hold on. PBC is trying to tell Devin Haney and them, even with Rolly, Ora, and Tank, you not getting nothing but what your fight sells. That's what they saying. That's what the last dude who was just talking, or the one before him, was trying to say. They saying whatever your pay-per-view sells, that's your 30%. Nothing's guaranteed. What you sell, what you kill, what you eat, or you eat what you kill.
But everybody know that's their
everybody know that's what they do, bro.
Yeah, that's their model.
That's their business.
That's what they roll by. That's why they're able to be profitable.
That's how you make the most money possible. There's also no cap on that. So if you sell the fuck out the fight and you do crazy numbers like Tank and Ryan did, you can walk away with $30-35 million, whatever it was that Ryan walked out with, bro.
And if you don't,
you walk out with less.
And with Turkey or with other people, you that guarantee money, if they gonna guarantee you 20 million, 30 million, then you don't gotta worry.
It's a cap on that though, bro.
It's a cap on that, number one. But number two, what niggas have to understand, bro, is Tank Davis has earned the right to say, no, nigga, we work this shit the way I want to work this shit.
I agree.
That's what niggas be like. He has earned the right to say, nigga, I'm not fucking with Turkey. I want Al to put on the fight. This is how we doing it. All he owes these niggas is their biggest payday, their biggest fight, in the biggest moment of their career. And to everyone that's ever fought him, he's giving it to him since he became a superstar without failure. That's all he owes these niggas. Devin is getting offered the same shit. That's it, bro.
Let me ask you, how much they offer Lamont Rose? Go ahead.
Terrence, I'm listening.
Devin is not the same as those other fighters. You gotta understand that. I mean, realistically, and Tank is in a
Why do y'all keep saying that shit?
Wait, let me just finish. And Tank is in a precarious situation himself. And let's look at the facts here. Tank has about, I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that realistically he can fight. So he doesn't. He's not young anywhere where he can just fight a bunch of people and it didn't matter. At this point, he's in a deal with Amazon. They want to see him fight somebody where they're going to turn a profit. So it's not just he can fight anybody. So Devin understands. So wait.
Let me ask you something, Terry. Let me ask you something, bro. Let me ask you. If one fighter has drawn in $295 million in revenue, and another fighter has earned $60 million in revenue, you think the fighter that's earned $60 million in revenue should be trying to tell the fighter that's earned $295 million any fucking thing?
Because the fighter that's earned less still is a millionaire. It's not like he's a young.
No, I'm talking about in the business. I'm talking about in the business. If two entities sit down to do a business deal, and they're doing a business deal based on projections and based on the revenue that they've generated so far in their career. In one person's career, they've generated almost $300 million. And the other person has generated $60 million. You think the person that's generated $60 million has the right to try to act like they got some leverage over the nigga that's generated almost $300 million?
When you say leverage, he don't necessarily.
You
need
can't
leverage.
argue with that. You can't argue with that.
No, listen.
What are we doing?
Let's drop it, Terrence.
No.
Do y'all want to see the fight or not, bro? I'm convinced y'all don't want to see these fights, bro.
No, but
y'all just want your favorite fighters and the guys you like. You want to coddle them, and you want to be able to say they have rights to. Tank should just do this, or Canelo should just do that. Like, no, nigga. You want the fight?
That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is.
How the fuck do we watch? How in the fuck do we watch Devin Haney accept 22% from George Kambosos and then act like it's okay for him to be acting like he's running shit with Tank?
That's easy.
How does this work?
Though.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
That was easy.
Like, what are we doing?
That was easy money, knockout. You know that was an easy fight for him. He wanted
man,
that.
Nigga, what is this frequent, man?
Yo.
Hey, I got one last thing, though.
Y'all hold on. Y'all let me get Thomas up here real quick before we end the show. Because he been quiet.
I got one last thing before you after him.
Thomas, what's up?
Hey,
what's good? I just
what's
wanted
going
to come
on,
up
KO,
and,
man?
Oh, which Thomas you talk about?
I'm talking about Thomas from the Bronx. TD.
Okay. Yeah. So what's good, everybody? Thanks for letting me up here, man. I just wanted to come and talk because I was at the Abdullah fight and I was covering it. I was at the our credentials and stuff. So the official number of the attendance was 10,101 people. And the Wachovia holds about 13,000, close to 14,000. They didn't open up all the sections for it to be sold. So I don't know if it was sold out, but they started opening up sections like maybe weeks before the fight. So they probably could have done a lot better than that. So I think I just wanted to come up here and just give the actual number because I think that was great for Abdullah Mason because, anytime you could put over 10,000 in seats, that's pretty special. And it wasn't a pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty much free TV. So I thought that was great for Cleveland.
The TNT angle is fire. The TNT angle is fire as fuck. Yeah, that's fact.
Yeah, and I got to watch. I haven't seen it on TV, so I got to see how the production was. But
it was cool.
So
it was cool. It was about what you would expect from like the DAZN shit. So I went over to the TNT shit. It was cool.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. All right,
I think that replacement for Bell was like fixed.
Last thing, bro.
Go ahead, bro. I'm listening, bro. It's 10:30. Look, it's 10:30, y'all. I gotta rock out. If you didn't get to speak, I apologize. But I opened up the panel earlier on Wednesday. But Pay, go ahead, bro. What you got?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure people sent it to you or whatever because I was on Twitter when I seen it as well. Somebody, I text you behind the scene to let you know what I'm talking about. But they reacted to your video pretty much saying that Turkey run his business model different than what everybody else was running their business model, meaning that was what Tank offered Devin was a low ball offer. But I'm kind of and what fucked me up is that this is the person that does interviews with fighters and shit like that and Eddie Hearn and them Boots and them and all that shit like that. So specifically, how PBC run their business model. How the hell can you tell somebody that's a low ball offer when
Turkey and they said that about my video?
Yes.
Yeah, send that to me. I'll react to it.
Okay, say less.
Yeah,
I got you.
send that to me. I'll react to it. All right, bro.
All right.
Salute. Yeah, I can't wait. Whoever you are out there, I hope you're ready to stand on that shit. Whoever that was that did that shit, I hope you're ready to stand on it. Shout out to Drink My Water with the 10 piece in the super chat. He said, KO, you fuck with open scoring for the integrity of the sport. I do. Doesn't benefit bettors with a keen eye for live scoring. See, that's the degenerate in you, bro. Open scoring wouldn't have allowed Abdullah plus 100 or Jahai plus 333. Open scoring kills the live edge over the books. I understand. Talking about the integrity of the sport, you damn degenerate. You damn degenerate gambler. Shout out to Juke with the 20 piece in the super chat. Says, anyone entertaining what Bill said needs their intelligence questioned. They cried about DHP covering their $3 million guarantee, but now they got $30 million to cover guarantees. Devin turned down the biggest and best fight. He is a duck. Damn, she just kind of cooked y'all, man. Shout out to Braxton McClendon with the 5 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He says, all I know is that Frank fought Tank and didn't fight for like 18 months while posting his Maybach. He bought. Everyone Tank fights comes out richer. Talk that shit. Oh, shout out to Sunny Day. My bad, bro. 5 piece. No biscuit in the super chat says, ninjas just want the barbershop talk. They don't want the fights for real. Tank for the easy motherfucking dub. That boy say, man, ain't no integrity. I've been robbing money on bullshit cars. I ain't mad at you, dog. Look, man, salute to everybody that pulled up today. We'll be live Wednesday night at 7:30. Until then, y'all have a great rest of y'all night, man. Paige, don't forget to send that shit to me, because we'll do a KO reacts on that shit tomorrow. Y'all know I will. I see y'all soon. We out of here, man. Peace.